I'm just going to do like a nice, calm, relaxed, peaceful, wholesome game today. We're not going to be selling any kids. The name Left Behind has already given me some ideas. I think it's possible the people who lived in this house got raptured, but the person selling the house didn't. Like, it's a lovely old couple who got raptured, and then their horrible fucking atheist son, who's now having to sell this house because he's like, didn't get fucking raptured. I was too Reddit. So let's clean up the garden first. I was too Reddit for heaven. Jesus didn't let me in. He's personally said to me that he didn't fuck with me. Wholesomeness and rapture don't necessarily go together. It's lovely for the grandparents. They got raptured. They wanted it. Can I just... Fine, sell that. I couldn't reach that one in time. I don't like these either. Sell those. These are looking a bit dead and gross. And I want access to the front garden in general, so... Less bushes. We might populate this with more bushes, but there's a lot of thistles. I've got a lot of thistles and a lot of just dandelions and stuff like that in my garden, and I don't really know how to get rid of them. Not that I necessarily want to get rid of all of them, because I like having a bit of a scruffy, wildflower-laden garden, but it's a bit much right now. There's a lot of them. It's kind of choking out the grass at this point. My garden is currently like 50% clover, 50%, 30% grass, and then the rest is like thistles and dandelions. I need to get some sort of treatment. But I'd be worried about killing the bugs, so I don't want to get a treatment. I'm worried that like I'll hurt some roly-polies or something, and I would never forgive myself. I think we can leave some of this. We can always repopulate it afterwards with some more decorative ivy. That's fine. There we go. We'll just clean everything up first. We want as little grass as possible. Grass is ass. I will say the guinea pig loves clover. Guinea pigs love eating clover, or shamrock, or whatever you want to call it. Our house has gravel at the front, but the lining is broken, so it's all weeds all the time. We get most of them from the bloke next door, who never weeds his except once a year when his mum does it for him. Oh, Mum, my garden needs doing. We're keeping this hedge because we don't want this fucking neighbour rummaging around in our garden for worms, or whatever neighbours do, I don't know. And then we'll just, clean up around here, I suppose? His mum also comes around to do his hoovering. That's insane, because hoovering, broadly speaking, is one of the more fun chores. I like hoovering. I might hoover later, just for fun. He's in his 30s. Oh. Like, hoovering is nice. I don't get who wouldn't like hoovering. You get to experience the little crunchy rattle when you hit a patch of, like, dust or something and it goes like and gets sucked up. It's so good. I don't like it. No! But you can do the other chores. I don't know, for me it's the nicest chore by far. I mean, what else is there in terms of, like, good chores? Dishes are pretty meh. I mean, they're fine. No chores are awful. But I don't really like many of them, whereas I actively like hoovering. A nice moist sweep. Oh, awful. Mopping is... sweeping I don't really like, because I feel like you're never getting as clean with a sweep as you are with a hoover. Like, a sweep is just for light things. If I spilled some cereal or something, that would be a sweep. But anything serious, that's gonna be a hoover time for me. I like to get the music going and hoover like Mrs. Doubtfire. I haven't seen Mrs. Doubtfire in long enough that I don't understand the reference. Also, I hated Mrs. Doubtfire. Do you mean you dress in drag and stalk your ex-wife and kids? Because if so, you should probably knock that shit off. Need a wonderful GF who can cook. I can handle the rest. I can cook. I don't cook as much as I should. As in, like, I don't properly cook. I tend to just do, like... 90% of my diet is, like, fried rice and basic stir-fries. I can cook, I just choose not to, which is not great. I should cook more. Like, proper cooking. Emma can't cook at all. I'm just gonna clear out this and start from scratch, by the way. Although, now that I know that these, like, fucking anime figurines are in, they're going in the Reddit Sons room. Like, that is why you don't get raptured, my friend. The amount of cum that is caked on those figures, Jesus is very disappointed in you. I don't cook much, and I'm also incredibly bad at it. I love cooking. You strike me as a cooker. I don't know why. You strike me as somebody who would do, like, the Salt Bay thing of, like, doing the little pinch of spices and seasonings. I throw down in the kitchen. Cozy, wholesome vibes. This is wholesome and cozy. You don't want to be raptured? I mean, like, if it was a choice, if Jesus came down and was, like, sitting in my living room when I came home. Oh, God, that's disgusting. If Jesus came down and was sitting in my living room, you know, of an evening, and went, hey, we're going to give you the choice now. You can knock all the fucking stuff you're doing off and get raptured. Or you can keep living your hedonistic sinner lifestyle. I'd go, fine, I'll get raptured. Because if it's real, that would be nice, I suppose. I don't want to go through the post-apocalypse. What's meant to happen after the rapture? I don't even know if this is in the Bible. It might be. It's like Book of Revelation stuff, right? Let's lower that down. I make a point, and this is so dumb of me, but I feel like I should. I make a point of lowering all the light switches when I get one of these houses, because, you know, just to make it, like, disabled friendly. I think it's nice. This one should maybe even be a bit lower, like here. There we go. Because, like, if somebody's in a wheelchair, you don't want them, like, reaching up like that. You would immediately ask Jesus about their holes, and Jesus would retract the offer. Maybe Jesus is cool. As a wheelchair user, I thank you. Also, it offsets the guilt that I feel every time I see somebody in a wheelchair and go, oh, I wonder if it'd be, like, really rude if I was like, that looks really cool and I wish I could use one. Just for, like, an hour. The same way with, like, mobility scooters. I've used mobility scooters for, like, an hour. And they rock. They're so good. They're like tiny little go-karts. And I'd love to just play around in a wheelchair for an hour as well. However, I would never ask, because that seems monstrously rude. I'm so happy you, a person who calls visually impaired people blind, does. I'm happy you think of the disabled. Lola makes up reasons to go out to use her mobility scooter. It's fun. I feel like Jesus would be down here like, hey man, I think you're cool, but you know, my dad. Jesus seems cool. Like, whenever I read the Bible as a kid, I was always like, yeah, Jeezy boy seems like a sweet dude. Like, I feel like we'd get on, but, you know, nah. I don't know. It depends if you're going Apocrypha Jesus or Canonical Jesus. Because Apocrypha Jesus was a bit of a fucking hard case. Whereas Canonical Jesus, he's lovely. Everybody loves Canonical Jesus. How am I going to arrange these? I think this here would be nice. Like that. We're just going to tidy up first before we do anything. Oh, these are bisected, are they? Very fancy. Maybe over here a tiny bit. There we go. And put that, like, in range of it. That's fine for now. We can rearrange if we need to. I like to think of my Jesus like Buddy Christ Jesus from Dogma. I barely remember Dogma. The only thing I remember from Dogma, and it's really stuck in my brain, there's two things. One is that Alanis Morissette plays God, and for quite a long time, my image of God was Alanis Morissette, because I saw that movie when I was very young. So if somebody said God to me, I would just go like, oh yeah, Alanis Morissette. In my head. And the other thing is when they fight the excremental in the bar. And that's really all I remember of Dogma. I think I remember it being okay. I think Alan Rickman's in it. Of the Kevin Smith disasters, it's probably the best one, right? Because Kevin Smith, I just don't like. But I think people kind of enjoy Dogma. You still have to put up with Jay and Silent Bob in it. This guy would be great at children's parties. Did you know that Kevin Smith joined a protest against his own film from a laugh and they didn't know it was him? I mean, I don't know if well, I would know Kevin Smith to see him. But I don't think it's weird if you don't. It's weird to protest a Kevin Smith film as if they mean anything or are doing anything, though. Oh, this looks lovely. This would be quite nice. Although wicker, these would tumble over in the breeze, wouldn't they? A song for the stream about Jesus being way cool. Is this the one with the slur? No, it's not. Jesus was way cool by King Missile. I love Buddy Christ.
He turned water into wine, and if he wanted to, he could have turned weed into marijuana, or sugar into cocaine, or vitamin pills into amphetamines.
That's kind of funny.
He walked on the water and swam on the land. He would tell these stories, and people...
I don't know if this is related. This reminds me so much of that one song, Detachable Penis. I don't know if that's King Missile as well, but the voice is so familiar. You've heard Detachable Penis! It is! I like Detachable Penis. Detachable Penis.
would listen.
I can't play that music video because it would get me banned.
He was really cool.
Anyway. What's cringe is they put Kevin Smith into COD as a skin you can buy. Oh, God, COD. My favourite one is Jesus is my friend. Where can I find that? Jesus is my friend by Sunseed. I legitimately get this song stuck in my head fairly frequently. If it ever loads up. We'll wait until it does. You're sitting through this as well as I am.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend.
Jesus is a friend of
I have
mine.
a friend in Jesus.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Jesus is my friend.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
He taught me how to live my life as it should be. He taught me how to turn my cheek when people laugh at me. I've had friends before, and I can tell you that he's one who will never leave you flat.
Jesus is a friend of mine. I love this video because of how fucking into it the guitarist is. You can tell he is in the zone. He doesn't know what's going around him.
Jesus is my friend.
Jesus is a friend of
I have
mine.
a friend in Jesus.
Jesus is a friend of mine. I want to see the guitar solo that happens at one point. Come on, kick in. There's the bass, that's fine. I like his bass as well. Oh, look, he loves it.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Once I tried to run and hide, but Jesus came and found me and he touched me down inside. He is like a Mountie, he always gets his man,
And he'll get you any way he can. Zap.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Can you tell how often I've listened to this song?
Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus.
Oh, it's so good. This is a Tim and Eric sketch, surely. It's really good.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Oh, he's just so into it. I love that guitarist.
I have a friend in Jesus.
He's grooving.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine.
He is my friend, I've decided.
That's terrific, Sal. Thank you very much. Beautiful, beautiful. Well,
It is beautiful. Alright, back to the game, shall we? What beautiful, earnest cringe. It's made better by the fact that it's really earnest and dumb. Alright, resume game. Back over to this screen. Lovely. Where the hell were we? Oh yeah, we were just tidying up. Like, is there anything to scrub up around here anymore? I think we can probably move in a second. Lovely. He doesn't shake the guitarist's hand. Was that not a skit? That was a real song from a band called Sunseed, which is a disgusting name. Really don't like it. Good for them, cringe. Exactly. It's like, look, whatever makes you feel good. Oh, I have bad memories of this garage door. I almost said garage there, like some sort of disgusting American. My garage door is broken. I need to fix my garage. Okay, this house is a bit of a mess. Oh, all of this mess is left by the fucking horrible atheist son. So, I blame him. His lovely elderly parents had no fault in this. They lived up here. This is the son's room, you can tell. He's 42, never moved out of his house, spends all day in here gooning to anime figurines. These are not big bedrooms. We'll have to figure that out. Okay, fine. Let's go. Let's clean up. It'll be fine. I need to pay for my garage with my credit card. Or Australian do Aussies say garage? Crikey! I left me VB long necks in my garage. Okay, that does make sense. You couldn't imagine an Australian saying it the other way. I left me VB long necks in me garage. Nah, it doesn't sound right. What does gooning mean? No. No. Drinking cask wine. Yes, and that's all it means. Oh, it's disgusting yellow couch. We'll dress this up. It'll be fine. Get rid of all these. There's so many stains on everything. After this guy got raptured, he just fucking came on every surface. Disgusting. Disgusting little freak. I need to clean all of this up. Ugh, horrible, 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 horrible. Sell all the rusted pots and pans. Oh, it smells too bad. I need to leave now. I need to sell me ass. Me explaining this to my gigging co-workers from India. It's a wine! We've heard about this phenomenon that Australians are great at called gooning. Can you teach us? It's a wine! It's nothing else! What is a cask wine? Australians have this thing called a goon bag, which again, from the other meaning, is so funny. But they have a thing called a goon bag, which is like a bag of cheap wine. And they refer to drinking this as gooning. Everybody else in the world has a different meaning for gooning, and the Australians are very upset at it. We were gooning first. I know, but it's words change meaning sometimes, and sometimes you're not allowed to choose what they mean. I am over to full camera for a second. Define gooning. Gooning, Urban Dictionary slang on slangsphere.com. You've probably stumbled across the term gooning somewhere on your feed or in a group chat and thought, wait, what does that even mean? Don't worry, you're not alone. This is clearly an AI-generated article. Dude, I was totally gooning online last night. Couldn't pull myself away from the stream. What? What it really means in 2025. Experts issue warning about rising gooning trend. Except that could lead to problems in the bedroom. Doctors have spoken out about gooning, have they? What is gooning? For those who don't know what it is, this is your last chance to continue living life free from the burden. It's not that. Come on now, you fucking prudes. Gooning is the term for when people masturbate for hours, even days on end, entering a state of sexual euphoria. In some cases, this leads to a gooning facial expression, with crossed eyes, drooling, or dead-eyed expressions, all characteristic, like an ahigao. The term has exploded in the last year, with the Daily Mail reporting that in the last 5 years, interest has increased 800% into gooning. Dr. Richard Viney, a consultant urological surgeon at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, linked the popularity to sex practices that became popular in the 60s. Like tantric stuff. Yeah, it's just edging with extra steps. It's like extreme edging. The dangers of gooning. I mean, this is very Daily Mail. Jesus. It's sort of like intentional porn addiction as well. It's like edging combined with that. What it really means. An intense state of being zoned out and mesmerized. Typically in a hypnotic or euphoric trance caused by prolonged exposure to sexual stimuli. Right, let's close that down. Back in my day, you'd edge and shut the fuck up about it. I guess it's like edging as a lifestyle, right? That's kind of gooning. It'll fall off or you'll go blind, obviously. There was another thing that it would make you grow hair on your hands, which I feel like is one of the least bad ones. Although, I don't know, I shave the backs of my hands sometimes. I forgot to shave today, so I'm feeling miserable. But I have a tiny bit of stubble there that I sometimes shave. Maybe that's because of masturbation, I don't know. Let's put that down there. Accessibility is important. Hypersexuality fetish. Yes, another good way of putting it. Ugh, these are disgusting. I hate how these are mismatched in size. That really bothers me. I'm selling everything in this room. We're starting again. Just everything out. I hate it. I wish I could sell in like a range, so I didn't have to click individually. I always thought it was meant to be the palms. Is it? I don't know. I wasn't really taught any of this nonsense because I'm not that old. I feel like the attitude to masturbation in my generation was like, and... Getting turned on by getting turned on, because getting turned on isn't enough. Exactly. It's like, dude, I'm so horny, I've entered into like an enhanced state of mind. It's like I'm a drugged out goon lord, that kind of thing. Alright, good. We've cleaned everything. Is it just me, or does the paint even look a bit disgusting here? Like, it looks grimy and horrible. Ugh. 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 Horrible. Go down here. I'm drooling so much. Ugh. Again, it's similar to the Ahigao face, right? That was a thing for a while on the internet. I feel like I associate it with e-girls. If you're unfamiliar with any of this, it's better off, but, you know. E-girls and Ahigao. It's all linked. It's all linked, man. The government doesn't want you to know. Probably just assumed it because you'd use your palms. I guess if you just kind of slapped it around. I guess it depends on what you have. Different genitalia require different methods. Although I'm sure just slapping it around would work. Big pervert hiding the truth from us. Seeing Ahigao face triggers my gag reflex, which is fun. Okay, let's start with the downstairs. This will be the kitchen. This will be the living room. This will be the laundry room, pantry, whatever. Maybe even another bathroom. Interestingly, the term didn't really change that much because it comes from Doms playing villain characters and having goons. That's kind of funny. Talking about penises, I don't have much data for them. Just writing in a little notebook. Wholesome house flipper stream when. Look, we'll have one reprehensible atheist gooner who idolizes Richard Dawkins. He has like an AI-generated Richard Dawkins anime body pillow. And then two lovely, wholesome old people who love Jesus and giving to charity and going to church, and they got raptured. So with that in mind, let's make a living room. I don't like these curtains either. But they are quite old-fashioned. Maybe I'll change the pattern on them. I need basic penis information for gay or P. Floral pattern. Let me change the colours. That's old woman as fuck. A body pillow. Jesus fucking Christ. AI body pillow. Pattern. What pattern do we want? What looks like most old woman? Orange roses looks pretty awful. Maybe like a beige with... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've hit upon it. That's amazing. That is an old woman's curtains. Let me go over here. Duplicate style. Copy and paste and paste. Oh, it's already disgusting. Does this game come with doilies? Oh, I wonder if it does. This is already quite an old woman light fixture as well. Is that international, the doily thing? My grandparents are a bit too young to have, like, the doily thing, but I remember my great-grandparents having doilies, so I assume it's international. I mean, my grandparents are in their 70s, so they grew up in the 60s and 70s, so they, you know, doilies, I think, is one generation up. But for all the olds in chat, that's probably international. What furniture and wall stuff do we want in here? I think I might want an extra wall here as well before we do anything. Like, right here. I think we might want this out another 3. Just to, like, fully separate it out as a separate room. Post-doily Ireland. I think Ireland in the 80s was full doilied. But, again, that was, like, old people who owned the houses. Like, people my parents' and grandparents' age, they're not fucking with doilies. I think if you suggested that to them, they'd punch you. And my grandmother is kind of stereotypical in some ways. Like, my grandmother has a collection of weird porcelain dolls. That's fucked. I don't like seeing them or looking at them. This does not look good for a living room, this colour, so I'm going to change this colour. The troubles and doilies. Wallpaper. Now, wallpaper is very old person coded. I think my grandparents would consider wallpaper. I don't think they have wallpaper anywhere, but something like this. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, colour. Maybe like an orange or a yellow, an olive. Oh, disgusting. That's what we want. Look at that. It's absolutely horrible. Maybe even darker. I have wallpaper by choice, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's good. I like this. Disgusting looking. I mean, you might have cool wallpaper. It might have, like, bats or skulls or something. But, I mean, this is pretty fucking hard to look at. And they're not even going to have an accent wall. It's just going to be full wallpaper. Because it's an old person's house. They like wallpaper. They like knickknacks. They like those strange porcelain dogs that you used to see everywhere. Again, I was watching Father Ted recently, and they had a lot of weird porcelain dogs. Because they're from the past. As you can tell from some of the attitudes. Lovely. We rent, and the apartment came with some really awful wallpaper choices. First thing I did when I moved in here was paint all of the walls different colours, because everything was like... An 89-year-old lived here before, and everything was yellow and olive and beige, and I was like, this simply will not do. I need to paint some of this. I can't live here in this condition. Oh, that is... I mean, actively disgusting, I think. Teapots. It was teapots from my grandmother. I don't have a teapot. I don't know anybody with a teapot either. I feel like the years of the teapot hegemony are over. Because everybody's just got, you know, kettle and tea bag. You don't need to brew tea in the same way. I mean, I'm sure it's nice as like a fancy thing, like going out for a picnic with a teapot could be nice. I will be putting teapots in here. Anything else? This looks fine for me. You know what? I think, honestly, just having a door here, I don't think old people like old open plan. And I'm thinking proper old, like 80s or 90s. The people who got raptured were 94 years old. So, I think they don't like open plan. My grandparents have an open plan downstairs, and it's lovely. They've got like a kitchen/living room thing. But I think it should be walled off for this house. Brewed tea is the only way. Everyone got lazy. I am an old though. I don't know if I've ever had loose tea. Like leaf tea that you actually brew. I should at some point, because I really like tea. I'm a tea boy. No, that's a different thing! Apologies for stolen valor. I like tea. I should have, like, proper tea at some point. Oh, Dreya! This should be, like, this colour, I think. That looks nicer, or at least more accurate to what I want. And then we will copy that style to the windows. That's a bit nicer, in that it looks worse, in my opinion, but that's what I want. As I've gotten older, my coffee practices have gotten more intricate. I went from putting grounds in a machine to grinding fresh and brewing with a pour-over cone. Ugh, you're like my dad. Points out a T-boy. That's the T, sis. Jesus Christ. Ben. There could be like a terrible SNL sketch about that. You know, like somebody saying like, oh, I've got a cool T-boy you should meet. And then them expecting somebody to be like really into like traditional tea making practices. And then somebody comes out with a nose ring and they go, I'm confused. It's about as funny as most SNL sketches. What the fuck can I do here? Let's change all of these. I don't like these. Change style. Let's put them like that. That's an old woman style. There we go. That's perfect. Perfect. Oh, it looks disgusting. I love it. I don't know why nose ring, by the way, is my shorthand, but like... It is. I don't know if I could... If I could picture a T-boy without a nose ring. Stop calling out for my wallpaper and my nose ring. There we go. As I remember seeing an image of the Super Mario Kart cow that was going around, and it had a nose ring. And I saw like 5 or 6 separate tweets calling it T-boy coded. And I was like, yep, it is. I don't make the rules. Okay, we need a door here. What's a nice old person door? Old person door. And it can't be narrow, it has to be standard. They're rotund in their old age. Although, actually, it goes the other way. Like, you tend to balloon in your old age, and then when you get to proper old age, you shrink down again. Like, you lose a couple of inches in height, and you, like, you kind of waste away a little bit. So, trinkets might be nice. That looks a bit oldo. Pandora, it's a bit too old. Whitney, that's way too modern. I think... Oh, that's a bit old, but that's too exterior. Let's go... Let's go trinkets. I like the trinkets door. I think it'll open indoors. There we go. Lovely. Can I shift it 1 to the right? Yeah, that looks about right, I think. The papyrus sketch gets me every time. The papyrus sketch is one of, like, 2 funny sketches for SNL. Like, SNL is shit, and it's always been shit. There's a certain type of person who's like, oh no, SNL used to be really good, and then they link you to an SNL sketch, and it's just as terrible as all the others, but they were 11, so it's like they don't see it. SNL is awful, but once every 10 years they do a good sketch. The More Cowbell sketch is quite funny, it got way too overplayed. The Papyrus sketch is funny. Can I think of any others? Maybe not. I think the yellow works in here, but it's going to be like a brighter, more unpleasant yellow. Like a faded yellow paint. Let's do that. There's one that I think starts funny. A lot of them start funny, and then go on way too long because it's an American comedy program, and they don't know how to just fucking leave a joke alone. So they just torturously extend it for 5 to 7 minutes. So like every SNL sketch is about 20 to 30% too long. That's pretty gross. But I remember enjoying the one where, is it Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson invents a pedophile robot? That one's quite funny. But then again, it goes on too long. It's funny for like a minute or two. That's what I'm looking for. I used to like the Man Afraid of Plants one. I haven't even seen that one. I know it's pathetic to even admit this. I quite like the David S. Pumpkins one with Tom Hanks. I don't even know why. It's not funny, but I kind of like it anyway. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken is usually funny on it because he openly corpses and it just doesn't give a fuck. Yes, it's the Villain Awards one. That's the... It's like, basically, it's like a series of like comic book or cartoon villains are holding a conference, and it's like, what's the best destructive invention you've invented this year? And, you know, Patton Oswalt or something comes on and is like, I invented the freeze ray! I can steal jewels with it by freezing the guards! And, you know, inventions like that. And then eventually Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comes on and says, I invented this child molesting robot. And it's just silence as they go, Jesus. And that's funny. And if it ended there, it would be an all-time sketch. That's really fucking funny. However, they then spend about 15 minutes, it feels like, reiterating the punchline and just repeating themselves over and over. And I'm like, you killed it. Sorry. It was really funny. You had something going, and then you had to keep fucking talking like you always do. I've watched some episodes of SNL in my time. I remember kind of liking Weekend Update sometimes, except, and, you know, this is just personal taste, whenever they'd bring on a kooky character, I'd be like, In the same way that I watched all of Game Changer from Dropout recently. They used to be College Humor, and now they're Dropout. Oh god, this room is hideous. Forgot about that for a second. And parts of it are really funny. It's like a game show in the same vein as Taskmaster. But it's like American Taskmaster, and I mean that in a bad way. Because it's very loud, and a lot of the bits go on way too long. And they just shout a lot, and it's kind of tiresome. Parts of it are really good. Let's copy this style over here. Get the windows all sorted. Oh, this is... I would hate to live here. New Taskmaster Thursday. I saw there's an ad for it. I thought the last series was pretty good. I mean, look, it's never been as good since, like, Series 5 or something like that. But it's still fun. I don't mind Taskmaster at all. Let's sell this and get another door. I want lots of doors. Lots and lots of doors in here. Perfect. Now this is a disgusting kitchen, ready to happen. Yes, Jason Mantzoukas is funny. A funny American! It does happen. It's possible. I'm sorry to Americans watching. Some of you are very, very funny. Some of the funniest people in the world are Americans. It's just that there is a trope that is unfortunately often true, that Americans think exclusively that loud equals funny, and that you have to be very loud in order to be funny. And it annoys me. When you meet a witty American, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, oh my god, you can tell jokes without screaming. Alright, this is done. I mean, we're all laid out. This is perfect. Might put these curtains as well here. I just saved a bee. Is that a reference to Jason Mantzoukas, or did you actually save a bee? Because that's very sweet. From a particularly chubby spider. Ah! That is a common type of guy. Hello, I'm feeling angry. Audience scream, laughs, and applauds for 5 minutes straight. I know I bring it up all the time, but it's why I no longer watch John Oliver. Because I found John Oliver relatively funny. Not incredibly funny, but funny. And his last week Tonight show, I watched it. And then I washed out of it and went, I'm sick of this. Went back during the lockdown and really enjoyed it. During the lockdown, I was like, why is this so much funnier than it used to be? I could really see myself watching this forever. This is a great show. And then lockdown ended and the audience came back and I went, I see what's happened. I fucking hate American audiences. That, you know, during the lockdown, he was able to get through jokes and say lines and have fun. And then when the audience came back, every time he says anything, they hoot and holler for 3 or 4 minutes. And he has to, like, quiet them down first before he gets to move on. And it just means the joke density is all off. So I stopped watching the show forever. Lola was coaxing it in the conservatory for about 10 minutes. You're so English. I don't even know what a conservatory is. I'm sure they exist here, but I associate it with, like, Agatha Christie. Or Cluedo, the other incredibly British thing. Let me get a scaffolding, because I will need it, I think. Get some scaffolding here. Did you ever watch old episodes of Married with Children? No. Because I'm not 72. But I am aware of it. I think my dad showed me some clips of it. So maybe I'm not 52 would be more appropriate. My dad showed me some clips of it and was like, ha ha ha, look at what comedy used to be. And I was like, please, don't feel into that stereotype, please. Oh no. I think I hated it. It's the woman from Futurama, isn't it, right? Whenever Christina Applegate enters a scene, they all cheer and leer and you can hear people shout, great butt! Oh, God. And the guy from Modern Family is in it, maybe? I don't know. Change style. Can I shrink these? I would like these shrunk. What are these? These are window curtain Viennas. I'm going to sell them and replace them. Although maybe you don't need curtains. No, you need curtains if you're old in a kitchen. They're not going to use blinds. They're going to use this. Let's go Vienna. Like Ultravox sang about. Window curtain Vienna. Buy. Put it up like... Oh, that's one curtain. That's... Hang on. Can I choose how this is done? Change style. Curtain... C, B, C, A, B... B, I guess is what we want. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. We'll put it like there. And shrink it down to about here. That's perfect. Then another one. Type B. No, we want type A. That looks about right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Doesn't... maybe it looks okay. This house is disgusting. Old people like it. This is what the olds love. My grandparents would probably be into this. It's kind of what their house used to look like. Ugh. Disgusting. Very cool. We'll open at least one of these. How do I open it? Won't let me open these anymore. Never mind. Let's go into this room. This is going to be a downstairs bathroom because the people who live in this house can't really manage stairs in a hurry. They can manage stairs, but not if there's an emergency. If they need to pee, they need to go in here. I love Ed O'Neill. He's brilliant. Didn't Leslie Nielsen used to be a serious actor? Yes. Leslie Nielsen was famously, I think most prominently as a dramatic actor, he was in a movie called, is it Forbidden Planet? Is that the one he was in? I always get it confused with Fantastic Planet, which is the 70s psychedelic one. Leslie Nielsen. It's the one with the robot, the famous robot who was... Forbidden Planet, there we go. It's this movie, the one that everybody knows with the cool robot that's in Fallout and shit like that. He's the lead character in this. He's straight-laced in some Columbo and Alfred Hitchcock shorts too. Ooh, I don't think I've seen him in Columbo, and I've watched a decent amount of Columbo. I should watch that. You know what he's plays straight in? He is in a segment of the anthology film Creepshow from the 80s. And he plays it straight as a villain, and he, like, terrorizes Ted Danson in it. It's really good. Go watch that. Anyway, let's close that. Back over to the game. I haven't really seen any Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It was on in my grandparents' house recently, but I didn't really pay attention. This should stay as it is. This should... No, curtains again, because, again, curtains... They love curtains. If you're old, you have to love curtains for some reason. I don't really like curtains. I have curtains here, but I'd rather have blinds. I've got these red curtains that my mum gave me when I moved in here, and I never bothered replacing them. I'd like blackout curtains. I think those sound nice. Lola and I watch old stuff sometimes, just because they were trying different stuff to the same old stories we recycle these days. I really like Columbo. I've watched Columbo with Emma. And we're watching an ancient show right now. We're on series 2 of King of the Hill. That show's fucking old, and it shows its age in various ways. They have a prominent character who is from Laos, who is played by an old white man, and it's... it's uncomfortable every time. But it's a good show so far. I do enjoy it. Aside from glaring things like that. It's fun. Also, I thought it was good. Like, at some points I go, oh, Hank's really mean to Bobby. But then half the time I am like, oh, Bobby, you aren't right. I'm becoming old. Let's lay some tiles in here. They need some tiles for the bathroom. Now, what tiles would an old person like? Something green. Green lino. Oh, you know what? Carpet. Carpeted bathroom. Carpeted green bathroom. Fluffy carpet. Green. That's what we need. Yes! Shag carpeting, exactly! You knew exactly where we needed to go. These people are getting raptured so hard. Jesus looks at this and goes, yes, that's perfect. Looks like grass. Maybe the colour's a bit wrong. Maybe a more disgusting green. Still looks like grass. In fact, it looks more like grass, but I'm fine with it. Oh, it makes me feel sick. I don't like looking at it at all. My nan had a cover on the toilet seat itself. I've heard from older people than me, you know, in their 40s, 50s, that it was a relatively common thing to have a little old woman covering the toilet paper. Like, you'd have a little ragdoll woman that sits on the toilet paper so that people didn't have to look at it. That's bizarre to me. My nan had a cover on the toilets as well. Oh my god, yes. I remember this. You stuffed the loo roll up her dress. Oh. Gross. Oh, this place is going to reek. But okay, let's get a toilet. I guess this is what we're making first. Also, this is way too modern a light. This can't be allowed. No, we'll turn on our flashlight for a second. We need an old person light. What's an old person light? Could I measure by old? Can I just type the word old person in? That's old person as fuck. This lamp. That's old. I think this is what's outside, so this makes sense. That's really old. That's such an old person light. Like, slightly too low for comfort as well. There we go. Let me sell that. And duplicate this. And just have it about here. And then tie these up with the electrics. Amazing. Perfect stuff. Maybe I actually make them dimmer as well. How light do I want these? Temperature. Temperature should be a bit more yellow because it's disgusting. And then the brightness should be down to like 45. Oh, that's better! We want this to be really off-putting. Ugh. Gross. Okay, amazing. Then we need some tiles. The tiles need to be like yellow or green or something. They can't be normal person tiles. Because that just doesn't fit with what people used to like. It needs to be like avocado. Whatever avocado is. On wallpaper on one wall, maybe. What's a bathroom wallpaper? I mean, this is disgusting. I feel sick. If I saw this decor, I would burn the house down rather than live in it, I think. Thank God the previous owner of my house didn't have wallpaper in here. Would you say Half-Life 2 or HF2 or House Flipper 2? Sorry, I just automatically was like, I get to talk about Half-Life? Would you say House Flipper 2 is better than the first? Beat Nookie just bought me House Flipper 2 and I've only played the first. I would say it is a mild improvement on pretty much everything in the first game. Like, it's not like miles different. It's basically the same game, but the UX is just slightly better. Like, everything controls a little bit nicer in this game. What is this light switch? Because we want to keep these because they look old. What is it? Well, I'm just copying it, apparently. Let's put this in here. Up there. And put this around here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's tie this up. How do I remove? There we go. Oh, it's tied to that one as well. Oh, I'm so good. Oh, perfect. Do you ever get motion sickness with it? No. In general, it takes a lot for me to get motion sickness from a game. Some things will do it. Speaking of Half-Life, source engine ladders will give me motion sickness. But in general, I'm pretty good with motion sickness. Let me get tiles. Tiles. We want, checkerboard tiles, maybe? Big. And green. Color 2. Like that. Oh, that's awful. Really, really horrible. Maybe like a pale, sickly green? That's it. The sicklier, the better. No adding factions in a stock market or anything. I was basically the same game. It's just more of it, and also slightly easier to play. Like, there's just more tools and stuff in it that make it a bit more streamlined. So I wouldn't say you get FOMO if you don't have it, but if it's your first one, then go for it. Fuck me. This is the worst thing I've ever made. I think this is a more disgusting bathroom than the one in the previous house, where, specifically, it came with an assistant that would lick your hands clean afterwards. And this is worse. Ugh. This is looking nouveau riche in 1978. Right, let's get, oh, I don't know. Let's get a shower. You know what? It's a bath shower, because old people love a bath shower. I hate a bath shower. I think it's the worst of both. But they love them. Can I get showers? Here we go. Or baths. There we go. The bathtub Real. Yep, that's pretty grim. And maybe it's this color as well. Maybe against the side here. There we go. Oh, God. Ooh. And we'll get some accessibility rails on, obviously. Maybe even a step ladder. But we also need a sink. Is there a sink Real? Yep, there is. So we'll put the sink there. And then we need a toilet. Is there a toilet Real? There is a toilet Real, and it's got a little fluffy cover! Yes! Toilet cover, yes or no? Obviously the toilet cover stays. You can't have a toilet without a toilet cover. It's the 70s. Mom, it's 2025. It's the 70s. Oh, fuck me, that's miserable to look at. Can you open the door or something? I feel claustrophobic. Look how dim it is! It's perfect! Oh, it's so good. I love it. Yes. We need a mirror. Where's a nice mirror? There is a bidet. It's so depressing. Again, it's like going to my grandparents' old house. Like the house my grandparents lived in when I was a child. Little bit better than this, but like similar vibes, I think. Back when I was a kid. It's the 70s, giving similar energy to the 80s was just 20 years ago. I was going to say my grandparents, but it's not about my grandparents. I had an experience like that semi-recently. It was a few months ago now, but we walked into a little mini museum in my town. I think Grenarius might have been with us. Emma, me, and Grenarius. We walked into this like tiny little mini museum, which was about like my hometown, but you know, relics from ancient times. So like old cameras and footage of the town from the 80s. And yeah, on one side of the wall was like a projector shooting like old VHS footage of my town, but from the 1980s, shot from a car, like a high frame rate VHS format. And I was like, that's kind of fun. And Emma asked the museum curator, oh, when is this footage from? What year? And she went, oh, it's from about 20 years ago. And we went, oh, so it's from like 2005? It looks older than that. And she went, oh no, the early 80s. And we just kind of silently looked at her. And so she just walked away. And I was like, does she know? Is she aware of what she said? Did you mean 45 years ago? We need a decoration. Wall decor. We need some sort of disgusting mirror. This is an old person's mirror. Yeah, that's an old person's mirror right there. Bye. People feeling upset. Oh, it's disgusting. We need to go back to bathroom. I guess we're just finishing this bathroom off. Bathroom accessories. Can I get, I need, like, you know, the thing you hang the paper off of. If I moved into a new... I might get a bidet. I feel like it's barbaric not to have one. I should just bite the bullet and buy one. Because the idea of, like, as you say it out loud, it's like, oh yeah, we just scrape paper along ourselves. People in the future are going to look at that and go, ugh, fuck is wrong with you? Are you an idiot? I'm also going to get, I think, another carpet. Do we need another carpet? Yeah, we do, I think. What's the smallest carpet here? Is it a tiny carpet? That's a big carpet. Let's just do a resizable one. And make it... That. No, I don't really love that colour. Make it... Maybe make it this purple, awful colour. There we go. Yes! 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 I'm so happy. Okay, how the hell do we get... Is it accessories? Living aids. Yes! Okay. Now, I don't really know how any of these work, but grab rail here. Like right there. So you can pull yourself out of the bath. A grab rail here. For, like, pulling yourself off of the toilet. Perfect! So many grab rails! A wheelchair ramp right up to the toilet. No, that's not necessary. A walking cane. Wonderful. Like right here in the corner, just in case you need it. Another grab wheel. I don't know what this one is for, but I'll put it there. Oh, I'm so happy. A white cane? Maybe one of them's a blindo. I never even thought about that. Oh my god, a raptured blindo. It's the dream. Let me put that here. You get a blindo cane. Oh, it's so dim and horrible. My mum has those wet wipe things, because she always said if a bird shat on your head, would you just wipe it with dry tissue and move on? I think that's a Limmy thing as well. I'm amazed at the British mindset that looks down on bidet use. Like, what's the matter with you? Exactly. So, a lot having a dirty arse. Just, I imagine that's what they sound like. Should this go like here? Maybe? I don't know. Would this feel like being in a cage? Sure, it's fine. What else is there? Bathroom products. That's exactly what I wanted. A clothes drying rack. You can't be an old person without a clothes drying rack. Awkwardly left in the bathroom so that you can't really get in and out properly. Yes! Yes! Next. A mop. Nah. Ooh, a shaving razor. An old-timey razor. And a mustache comb. Oh my god, they've added the perfect things for making an old woman. Or an old man's bathroom. I'm so happy. A toilet paper holder that they clearly got from a car boot sale because it's ultra opulent. Or maybe do we just go with the ultra basic one? This one has a cover because they'd be like, ah, we can't like have it just out and about. We need the cover. But we're not like uncool. We know that the woman that sits over the paper is weird. Let me just move that a little bit. Have it leaning up a bit here. That's good. Put that like here. Can I get some toilet paper? Is that around anywhere? I'm sure there is some somewhere, but I can't remember where. Alright, we will get you a shaving stand! Oh my god, a shaving stand! Shaving razor, put it in the stand. Oh! Oh, in a pathetic way, this is kind of my dream. Give me a shaving brush in the stand as well. Give me a wall hook. And this can just hold some, like a tea towel or something. A disgusting pink towel. Will this not fit? There we go. I'm so upset by this bathroom. It's approaching perfect. My granddad had the stand and brush. Yes. When we flush, we go pip pip cheerio. I say that every day. It's true. Usually while waggling it out the window. Cardiff mentioned. A Calais towel on a Cardiff wall hook. What will they mention next? What will they come up with next? A mop bucket, a wall hook. We need like a mustache comb. This guy has a prodigious mustache. And then we need something for the wife. Oh, the shaving brush bowl as well. Hang on, that needs to go there. Lovely stuff. The granddad comes in here. No, they're not grandfather and grandmother because this Reddit atheist did not have kids because he browses r/antinatalism. Also, no woman would fucking touch him. Oh, this is so good. Maybe a clock. Can I get a clock? This is so rough. It's so good. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, that is an old person clock. 100%. That goes up here above the toilet. Yes! I'm so happy with how this has turned out. And a radiator, but not like a modern towel radiator. We need just like a standard radiator. Because every old person likes to live on the surface of the sun. It's summer, and my grandparents will still sometimes put the heating on or light a fucking fire. Which I think is insane and disgusting and horrible and should be illegal. But if I go over to their house, it will be boiling. I don't know why. Maybe they just lose more heat as you age. But, like, look at this. This is the perfect old person's bathroom. They would go mad for this. They'd be so happy. And the towels will hang on this radiator. Anything else? I think that's pretty much good. Maybe there'll be, like, a little cabinet. Like a little medicine cabinet somewhere, but I don't know if they have one of those. Oh, they need, a disgusting air vent, obviously, like up here. Good stuff. It feels hot and humid somehow. I'm actually turning up the fan that's on my desk right now because this is making me feel unpleasant. It's all the carpet and the tile, and you know that this has been left on all day. Grandparents love a tropical climate indoors. I remember spending time at their house, genuinely concerned I was roasting. Again, the person who lived in this house before, they kept the heating on all year round, and you'd walk in and you'd feel like you were turning into a pillar of salt. It was miserable. We do need curtains here as well, I think. I love that you can barely get out. It's my favourite bit. Duplicate this. No, not the window itself. Duplicate this. And then another one. Oh, it doesn't quite fit, annoyingly. Oh, there we go. I need to, like, move this a bit. Over here. And then move this up one. There we go! Imagine just sitting down on this. Can I sit on it? No, I can't. But I can lift it all up. Imagine just sitting here and just looking around at this room and going, oh god, when can I leave? When would it be rude to leave? As you hear the noises of Poirot from the other room. Oh no, you don't hear Poirot. You just hear them clapping on the couch while starts playing in the other room, and you're like, oh no, not more. It's the perfect vibe. I'm so happy. Next, we'll do the kitchen. We'll just finish off the bottom floor, I suppose. This is so dim, and I love it. You hear the bassy mumbling of a TV with a knackered speaker through the wall. My grandparents, up until very recently, were using I think it was like a 24-inch television, like an ancient flat-screen television. Like an LCD Samsung from like 20 years ago that was like 24 inches. And then my uncle came to stay and brought like a 40-inch flat screen with him and went, "You're upgrading to this because I can't stand it." Last of the summer wine on TV. On Sunday, I went to my grandparents' house and they were talking, not watching, but reminiscing about watching The Last of the Summer Wine, and how they didn't like the new ones that much, and how they were sad it ended, but that they were bad at the end. Like, they didn't like it. Campo was their favourite, and they didn't like it when Campo left and his son took over, and they definitely didn't like Russ Abbott. So I commiserate. No one liked the new ones. I mean, did anybody like the originals? I watched a lot of the originals because I was a bored child. I remember them going down in a bath the 7th or 8th time. Campo died, didn't leave. Same thing. He left in terms of the mortal coil. My parents do a thing where they put the TV on and it's just silence. No subtitles either, though. Just lots of daytime TV people mouthing silently for hours. My grandparents do background noise a lot, so they will just have... they will have a channel that seems to entirely play Poirot, Miss Marple, Murder, She Wrote, which they exclusively call Jessica. They don't say, "Oh, Murder, She Wrote's on." They say, "Oh, Jessica's on." They say Poirot, which I've only heard Scottish people and my grandparents say instead of Poirot. It's very odd, but so an amazing channel. I like some of it. I don't like Miss Marple, I have to say. Does that make me a sexist? Just has to add Sherlock Holmes with Jeremy Brett. But they just have that on in the background, or they have the radio on sometimes. Anyway, let's make a living room, shall we? Yes. What's a really old television? Do they have like a box CRT here? I want a boxy CRT if possible. Computrons? No. I want TVs. TV Daniel, TV. Give me a boxy CRT. Okay, a retro TV. That's something. It's a bit small. Like, I don't think even they might have that. It would be David, Jason, and Frost, and what was the John Thaw one called? Morse. Yes, they also watch a lot of Morse. A lot of the Morse spin-offs, like Endeavour. And Touch of Frost is on quite a bit as well. And a show that I'd never heard of was on. Like, occasionally... Yeah, Endeavour, there we go. Occasionally, they'll just be watching some sitcom from the 1980s that has not lasted the test of time in terms of fame. And I'll never have heard of it. Like, what the fuck is Goodnight Sweetheart or whatever it's called? And they'd go like, "Oh yeah, it's from like the 90s. I was like, I've never heard of this in my life. Morse on mute and occasionally looking up going, "Oh, he was good, Morse, wasn't he?" Yes. Well, with my grandparents, it's very much, for some reason, trying to figure out what they've seen in each actor in other things. So, like, oh, she was in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, wasn't she? She played Betty in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, watching Marple last week. Emma is also calling from the room saying, "I also do that." Yeah, Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, holy shit. Weird link. But my nana spent like 2 or 3 minutes going, "Where have I seen her? I know she was in some sitcom. Oh, I know, it was in some silly show. It was in one of them silly sitcoms. Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. That was Betty from Some Mothers Do Have 'Em." And I was like, okay. Yes, I know. Goodnight Sweetheart is about time-traveling adulterer. Yes, it's Nicholas Lyndhurst in World War II. It was weird. I watched 2 episodes of it with them and went, this was a show? Yeah, he's a time-traveling adultering bigamist, and the show entirely defends it. It's partly set in the war, so the adultery is overlooked. It seemed like a fucked concept for a show when I watched it. Emma is shouting in, "I don't like it at all, it's fucked," which I agree with. TV cabinet. That's the perfect TV cabinet. Lovely. Let's put this up. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. If you don't know what the show is about, it is Nicholas Lyndhurst, otherwise known as Rodney from Only Fools and Horses, which I hate, is like just this random office worker who hates his wife in a sort of, oh, isn't she such a bitch way? And he finds a portal behind his shop. He owns like a second-hand shop or something. He finds a portal to 1940s Britain and falls in love with a barmaid in the 1940s in Britain during the Blitz, and then just has this like series-long affair where he marries her and then goes back and forth having 2 wives, one of which he hates, one of which he loves, but is in the Blitz. And he like counterfeits old money to like bring it back and like live a modest lifestyle there. He hates his 90s wife because she's check notes ambitious. Exactly. She's richer than him, you see. And he doesn't like that, not one bit. What's an old person couch? What can I get here? But yeah, I think it weirdly becomes more and more of a drama as it goes on. That's an old person couch, by the way. Emma just piped in with, which wife will he choose? I believe, spoilers, he chooses the old-fashioned wife who doesn't talk back as much.
Of course he does. He goes back in time permanently to live with the old wife.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a son together.
Mm-hmm.
And the 90s wife has a miscarriage.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't like how her womb don't work, so I'm gonna go back in time.
It's a fucked up show. I hate it.
Emma's
Look
here.
at the little...
Emma's too angry at Nicholas Lyndhurst to stay quiet.
Are you saying I should stay quiet?
No! Be more like 40s wife.
Put this on the big thing and I'll show you.
Emma has a cat.
Tacos here, tacos here, tacos here.
Yes.
She has fleas again and I'm still...
She does have some fleas again. We need to get her a proper treatment.
Oh, I love you.
I have the anti-flea shampoo outside. I can
love
put that
you.
on afterwards.
I love you.
She has been going meow a lot.
I know.
I have one cat when we can have 2. Oh, good. Cat ears, thanks. Lovely. Taco pig. Hello, Taco baby. The greasy mate is like smitten with Rodney. He has this greasy little mate who gets jealous he can do all this. Yes, it's disgusting. He's got like a horrible Nick Frost coded friend who's like, why can't I go back in time and get off with the old women? Oh, they don't know anything modern. I can sweep them off their feet, I can. I also like having this chair here, which is too far away from the television to see anything, but the old man will exclusively sit in this. He will refuse to sit in any other seat, even though it means he can't really see. Is there any disgusting models that we can put in here? As in, you know, like a porcelain cat or something? A swordfish, anime figures, that'll come later. This is old person coded. Look at that. That's so old person coded. That goes on top of the TV if possible. Ah, it doesn't quite fit. What about this tinier one? Cowards, they won't let me. Does this turn on? It does. And they're watching an adorable frog. Alright, they're watching that. Let's get a figurine of a crow, shall we? And put that... What's the biggest one you have? Probably that one. There we go. We'll figure something out. Anything else old coded? A pineapple? I mean, that's more Victorian coded. Candles? Oh, this swan. That's old person as fuck. I think you have to be at least 72 years old in order to have this in your house. That's disgusting. I hate it. Put it down. Yes! Yes! Oh, it's so good. It's so good! Maybe the grandfather is blind. So this is why the blind cane is sitting right there. It's like, oh, I need me cane. Can I sit in this? Might be too close to the wall in order for me to sit in it. Doesn't want me to, that's fine, I suppose. Just that one more tick. Yeah, that looks about right. A rug, maybe? Yes, we do need a carpet. You can't have just bare floor. I mean, this disgusting checkerboard flooring is old enough, but we do need a carpet, definitely. And maybe a lamp as well. And this disgusting clock, I think, can go here, above the TV. Oh my god, it's already making me sad. There's something about this clock, in particular, that just reminds me of, like, sitting quietly in my grandparents' old kitchen. And I don't like it. We need... Oh, a table runner. Oh, they need a coffee table, obviously. Although, I don't know if my grandparents have ever had a coffee table. I think that might be a newfangled thing. But they do need a carpet. Decorations, floor decor. What's a nice/horrible carpet? That's a blanket. That doesn't really count. That's pretty bad. Can I make it worse? Yes, I can. Yes! Yes! Fuck you! Yes! Holy shit, look how good this looks. Coffee newfangled for Ireland at the time? Probably. Oh, I love it. It's so good. This is the room we sit politely in, not asking is it time to go home yet, because the grown-up's been talking for hours, and I've run out of sweets and had my dinner and missed my N64. Fuck me, the N64. I use that carpet in my house flipper house. It's so bad! I love how awful it looks. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. We need maybe a shelf. What's an old-fashioned shelf? This one. We need one of those here. And that will have, like, little knickknacks in it. Is there any cursed dolls? Decoration, standing decor. Any horrible cursed porcelain dolls? I don't see any. No, just gooner bait. This is in every millennial's house? No, Gen Xer's house. And I don't know why, because it's disgusting. Seashells are very common in my area, because I live on the beach. And everybody's into seashells. Pillows. Oh my god, I completely forgot about pillows. My grandparents have like 60 to 70 pillows on every surface. And I don't get it, because pillows are uncomfortable and irritating. Can I change orientation? Yes, I can. They have pillows lining every surface. Like they'll have pillows here that they sit on. Even though the couch comes with cushions. Fundamentally don't understand it, but it's disgusting. Is there a plastic covering you can put on the couch? A fruit bowl? No, my grandparents don't eat fruit. They could have roses? No. They wouldn't mind a little figurine. That would be alright. A little figurine of a mushroom? I think they wouldn't mind a vase, and candles everywhere. My grandmother in particular loves a candle. Looks like Uncle Junior's house from The Sopranos. Oh! It's so bad. I really like it. Let's put up a random box up here for knickknacks. Let's put one of these little crows, obviously. And then, maybe even more candles? These figurines look a bit too avant-garde for them. Oh, wow, that's old-fashioned as fuck. That's disgusting. There we go. There we go. This is looking proper now. Amazing. No comfort, no joy. Of course, Dreya hates pillows. I hate pillows. If I have a pillow anywhere near me, I don't feel comfortable. I need to put them on another chair. When I go over to my grandparents' house, it will look something like this. There'll be like 2 or 3 pillows just stacked in the seat. I will methodically take them off, put them on another chair, and then sit down. Otherwise, I won't be able to settle. I don't like it. This wall looks a little bare. Is there any sort of disgusting old painting? Wall decor. A scroll? No. I don't think a scroll works. A sign. Playroom? No. Maybe a little mirror would work. Isn't there paintings? I was sure there was paintings in this. Pictures, there we go. Can I get, like, something old-fashioned and horrible? Custom picture frame. Can I get something put in this? Custom picture. Oh, there's some built-in ones. Lovely. Or user. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hang on. That might be a bad idea. Dreya sleeps on a bed of needles. Oh, that looks pretty good. That's old-fashioned. That's also old-fashioned. I feel like that's very, like, accurate to how houses around here look. Oh, this is just a picture frame. It's not even a picture. Like a portrait. Hang on, I need like a hanging thing. Picture frame, picture frame. What does this look like? There we go. Something along those lines, but maybe a bit smaller. Custom picture frame. What about this? Picture of a galleon. My granddad did at one point have like an old ship. Oh, that's very good. Can I shrink this down at all though? Like if I put it here, yes I can. Amazing. Maybe even a bit smaller there. And then put it here. It needs to be even smaller. Although actually it can go here as well. Yeah, that can go there. And then another one here. And then I think this will be pretty much done. What's another old person thing? No. That's pretty old person. That's old as fuck. That's what I'm talking about. Shrink it down small. Put it here on this wall. Oh! Picture of a boat. Boom. There we go. I am so happy with how this room looks. Genuinely, this looks perfect. Look, a little old couple getting raptured living here. Amazing. Look how nice it all is. I can't believe how nice it is. The curtains are way too long. Look at how nice this looks. Alright, perfect. That's great. You come in here and you just sit around. It looks good. It's perfect. Yes! Next place to check out. We need to lower this down, because again, accessibility is important. This hallway, I don't know. What do you have in an old person's hallway? Oxygen hissing, I can see it. Price is Right playing in the background. Okay, I don't know what can go here. A washing machine? Oh, right in the hallway? Ugh, disgusting. But we don't actually have a washing machine. Although washing machine in the kitchen would go hard. That's where washing machines usually go in this country. And my grandparents do not own a clothes dryer, so we just need a washing machine. Let's make the kitchen now. You saying picture of a boat boom made me think of a picture of a TikTok boom. Now I'm wondering what that would look like. Porcelain clown. I would love if there was disgusting porcelain dolls. The closest I can get is these horrible little crow figurines, though. They're missing a trick here. I'm sure there's mods. I'm sure there's a modding community for this game. Standing statue probably up to your hip could go well by the stairs. We'll see if we can find something. Occasional decorations, no. Although, a nutcracker all year round is very My Nana coded. So maybe one of them somewhere. Yeah, I like that. Let's get the kitchen set up. What do old people need in a kitchen? They would not touch a microwave. I don't believe my grandparents own a microwave or a dryer. Oh my god, an ice cream display? You can make shops and stuff? A chip pan, a deep fryer, yes they do own. They don't own a dishwasher. They own an oven, they own a hob, they own a kettle, and some cabinets. That's really all you need, right? And a washing machine. So let's get some old-fashioned stuff. A fridge Brooks, that might be. Oh, or maybe these. The crane. That looks quite old. That looks quite old too, though. I think I'm going to go with Brooks. And they wouldn't have a built-in fridge. They would have a normal fridge. But an oven Brooks. That one looks the most disgusting. I would like that. Oh. Yes. They don't need a dishwasher, obviously. A tall oven cabinet? No, that's way too fancy. Let's go over to cabinets. Functional cabinets. And we can go to sink cabinet Brooks. That's absolutely perfect. I think we should probably get rid of the windowsill here because it's going to interfere. But that's looking pretty good. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just have this kind of tucked in awkwardly. Like a really small, gross kitchen. Fancy plates and spoons on the walls in a cabinet that you're not allowed to use. They need some sort of, like I said, a washing machine. So home appliances. Where's a washing machine? Dryer? No. Washing machine Jacob? Washing machine Pusilos. A coffee machine? My grandparents would spit at you if you suggested they get a coffee machine. This basic washing machine Jacob, that can go over here. Lovely stuff. Oh, amazing. A room you aren't allowed to use. Well, I think the washing machine should go over on this wall, just because I think they'll have some sort of horrible little two-person seating arrangement over here that they don't really use. They go in here and they eat it while watching Last of the Summer Wine, but occasionally, if it's a special occasion, they'll sit in here and go. They'll eat their breakfast in here. They'll eat their breakfast of eggs and chips. A fried egg on top of some chips. They'll eat that here. But then dinner they'll eat in here. What else do you need to make dinner? You need a hob. So get them a hob. Gas hob, obviously. You don't get like a fancy one. You get a gas hob. You don't get an electric hob here. That's insane. Lovely. Perfect. Lines up perfectly. Breakfast chips. Let's go. You need a kettle. Well, we need a cabinet in general. So go standing cabinet. Brooks. Maybe one of these. I think we want this here. Right by the washing machine. We want this in the middle. We want this maybe over here. This here. Then we can fit one more in, I think. Yeah, that works. So like a slim one like this. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. It's really good. That is a kitchen right there. Then we will need some sort of hood because they care about their air quality. So get me a hood, please. Where would a hood be? What's the least impressive looking kitchen hood? This one? That one? There we go. Lovely. And now we need some hanging cupboards. Yeah, exactly. Loads of cupboards. We need so many cupboards. So I'll go to cabinets, hanging cabinets, and go with Brooks again. And they're all going to be, like, opening in the middle like that. I think that works. Bye. Oh! Oh! Oh, yes! Another one here that just about fits. Can I get one that's slightly wider? The fits are a little bit... There we go. Oh! Maybe even lower this and have like a hanging cabinet that is just above it. Like one of these. Needs to be a little bit lower again, I think. Oh! Oh! Look at that kitchen! Look at it! Let's go... Change the style. Can I make these even older looking? Yes, I can. That's pretty disgusting. The fake granite makes me ill. Jesus, man. That's fucking horrible. Right, where's the fridge gonna go? Because they do need a fridge as well. Oh, it's gonna be a tight fit. We're gonna put the fridge... What's the smallest fridge? Because it's only 2 people. My nana and granddad have that sort of combination fridge-freezer thing going on. Like, one is stacked on top of the other, so... Maybe have one of... Like, they've got a full freezer? I don't. Microwave? They don't want a microwave. Toaster? I remember my grandparents thinking it was too fancy to have a toaster because what was wrong with toasting it over the fire? But I think they do have a toaster now. So maybe a toaster would be good. And they need a kettle, obviously. I think it should be illegal to have a kettle or to not have a kettle. I mean, that would be psychopathic if you walked into a kitchen and it didn't have a kettle. An iron? They'll need an iron at some point, obviously. Oh, that might be an even better washing machine. That is a better washing machine. As in, it looks like it fits more. There we go! I think Dreya missed a calling here. I don't know if it's a contractor or interior designer. I see natural talent here. It's so good! Oh, I love how cramped this is. Right, where is a fridge? Where's a fridge? How do you buy a fridge? There's a fridge. Jacob. And what washing machine did we just buy? We just bought a washing machine. Assortment. Is there an assortment fridge? So it can fit in. I don't see one. Okay, Jacob will do. Can we make it, like, beige? Oh, of course it's beige! It has to be beige! You can't have a fridge if it's not beige. Just right out in the open here. Oh, it's disgusting. I hate it quite a lot. Maybe that goes here. Ugh. Ugh. Really bad. Imagine showing the house flipper tool to your grandparents. Then here can be like a little table where they eat. Here, I don't know what can be here. Maybe a cabinet again. I don't know. Or, you know what? This is where the Hoover goes. Beige? No, green, though. Hoover sits there. Oh, or maybe... And there needs to be an ironing board. Is there an ironing board somewhere in here? Because I see an iron. There's definitely an iron. I need an ironing board stat. Ironing board Bremen. Oh. Oh, it's perfect. It should be... that colour, if possible. Can I get one that's a bit more collapsed? Yes, I can. But can I change the colour? Hang on. Because I'd like this to be stacked up against the side, if possible. Type... flat. Perfect. Oh, amazing. Can I rotate it somewhere? Can I not lean this against the wall? That's where it goes. It should be against the wall. That's very annoying. Okay, fine. Where's an iron? Did I buy the iron already? Accessories. Iron. Black iron tiles, clothes iron. Just sit that right there. Yes! This is perfect. That might be able to go upstairs, actually. There's a chance. Although if you're doing the laundry down here anyway, and then drying them in here, on the clothes rack, it makes sense to have this here. Maybe they have just a really fucked table right in the middle. Nobody just lays the ironing board down flat. I don't think the people who made this game know what an ironing board is. I'm just gonna say it. Game devs, what the fuck do they know about ironing? I've never ironed or owned an iron, by the way. What's your most horrible little round table? That's a round little horrible table. It's very expensive, though. This with the fucked, yeah, there we go. It's horrible in here. Does the door even open? Yes, just about. It needs to be cramped and disgusting. Okay, we need a couple of chairs. No, they always have 3 chairs because they hope Damien will eat with them, but he never does. He's always too busy doing his World of Warcrafts. And they get really sad about it. They every day at breakfast, they knock on Damien's door and they say, "Do you want to come down and have your eggs and chips? I can make you the eggs and soldiers that you really liked when you were a kid." And he goes, "Fuck off! I'm busy with my online games." And they go, "Oh, that's okay, dear. We'll see you later instead, maybe." So let's get some seats. Nice, comfortable seats. They're old. They need some comfortable seats. Jamie sounds like a proper knob. Oh, yes. I mean, if that wasn't a children's chair, it'd be perfect. That's pretty perfect. So we'll put that, like, here. Tuck it in. Put that, like, here. Tuck it in a bit. Put that, like, here. Tuck it in. That door's not going to open. This is too small. But this is pretty good so far. Maybe they have this chair, like, over here in the corner, just waiting for Damien. But he's never there. Eggs and little strips of toast, which are soldiers. Oh, the fuck is eggs and soldiers? Is this not a common thing that you at least know about, even if you're not from this part of the world? It's a soft-boiled egg with the top clipped off. And then you dip little strips of buttered toast, which are soldiers. It was what I ate for breakfast, or no, probably lunch, for every day from the ages of about, I'm going to say, 6 to 12. Let me type in egg and soldiers. These. God, I could go for an egg and soldiers. If I wasn't vegan, I would destroy an egg and soldiers right now. They look so fucking good. Oh, look at that toast. It's a weirdly militant way to eat breakfast. I don't know why they're called the soldiers, but, you know. Oh, it looks so good. That looks like a perfect egg as well. Sometimes known as dippy egg. Dippy egg is great. Yeah, my nana used to bring me a little tray sometimes while I was watching cartoons. I have vivid memories of sitting in a horrible old armchair that looked a little bit like this, in front of it an old boxy television that looked a bit like a more modern version of this, sitting down on it, and... Can I sit on this couch? I can. Sitting down, and my grandmother coming in with a wooden tray, and putting a tray of egg and soldiers in front of me while I kicked my feet and watched Scooby-Doo on Boomerang, which was a television channel from when I was a child, and going, ha ha ha, I'm happy. Is this your grandmother's house? It's not a million miles away from my grandmother's old house from when I was a kid. They moved like 15 years ago into a much, much nicer house that looks like a nice, modern, standard house rather than this nightmare. But I used to go... My parents both worked, and so I remember getting collected from primary school every day by my nana or my granddad and getting brought up to the council estate that they lived in at the time and just kind of hanging out there for a few hours until maybe like 8 o'clock when my parents would come collect me. It was nice memories. I enjoyed myself. Looking back, the house was a fucking falling apart nightmare and they were desperate to get out of it. Everything was lino and water damage, but I enjoyed myself. Anything else to do in here? I think that's this place pretty much sorted. That's pretty good for now. We can do final touches and stuff later if we need to. You know, putting plates and stuff down. But, you know, wish my grandparents live close like that. I'm quite lucky in that my grandparents have never lived longer than about a 15-minute walk from me. So I've basically just always lived within shouting distance of my grandparents. Like, in order to see my parents, I would have to take an international flight. Which, I mean, I live in Ireland and they live in Spain. The flights are like €60. So it's not exactly a big deal. It's basically like taking a bus with added security. But it means that I see my grandparents significantly more. Let me duplicate this, by the way. We want an extra light switch, maybe like here. There we go, just for convenience's sake. They also should probably have a lamp. I would like a little lamp. What's an old person lamp? That looks like a sex pest's lamp, but we're getting there. Old person lamp. Old person lamp. Old person lamp. That's quite old person coded. I like that. There we go. Look at that. Must feel good going through customs with an Irish passport. I generally only am willing to fly from Cork Airport, to be honest. And that's because, at least if you have an Irish passport, I can't speak to any other methods. But security is so small, the airport is so small, that it takes about 4 to 5 minutes to get through security. I've never been longer than 5 minutes in Cork Airport security. It's so good. It's wonderful. I'd really recommend it. It's only got like 4 gates. It's so good. So you can get there like half an hour beforehand and comfortably be fine. Okay, I think that's the downstairs pretty much done. We've got the old person living room. We've got the old person kitchen, which looks quite nice. We've got the old person bathroom, which makes me feel physically ill. Now we'll move upstairs. And this is where we get into some Damien stuff. It's Ethel and... what's an old person man name? Bill. Ethel and Bill. One of those is one of my grandparents' name. Can you tell which one? Ethel and Bill live down here mostly. You know, if they've got their bathroom, they've got their shelves with their little rich tea biscuits and their Kimberly biscuits in there. So, you know, they don't need anything else throughout the day. And then upstairs, this is where Damien mostly keeps to himself. So we'll figure out what happens up here. Let's sell this. No passport needed for Spain, right? Sorry, Brits. I hope not, because I keep forgetting to renew my passport. I really should. Let me clean up this hallway. Lovely. I don't like this flooring. I might repeat the flooring from downstairs. This all looks a bit too bright. This is not an old person's house. This is a millennial's house right now. I don't like it. This looks like a little reading nook. Ugh. Only your normal ID, I'm sure. Oh, that would be nice. Ooh. Maybe some wallpaper up here as well. I think all the pink bits should be wallpapered, at the very least. Like this bit, maybe here as well. This can be painted. This can stay white, but these bits should be wallpapered. So let's get that done, and also let's copy that floor plan. EU. Let's put that up here. Lovely. We don't want anything bright. It has to be a bit miserable up here. There we go. That's perfect. Oh, I'm so happy. I love this game, and I don't really know why. Emma looked at about 5 minutes of this game the other day and was like, why are you playing this? It looks terrible. And I was like, I can't really explain it, to be honest. Yeah, I am flying out to my parents' house on October? At some point in October. I can't exactly remember when, but someday in October. I've booked it. They'll remind me in email. EA Sports. It's in the game. Let me just get all of this done. Lovely. Good stuff. I love being able to travel freely in Europe. It crushes me now. It is very funny. And I know it's mean, but it's very funny when you see sad British people Like, well, I could end that sentence there, I suppose. But it's funny when you see sad British people having to join the other queue. It's like international travellers and everybody in the EU, and they have to go like, I'm gonna shuffle over to the international travellers. I have to go through fucking customs and shit. It's just kind of funny, I'm sorry. Let me sell everything in here. We want to start from scratch as much as possible in all these rooms. This door can also go. We're going to be replacing all these doors, I think. Not funny. I didn't vote for it. Buy more of these. Lovely, lovely. Over here. Perfect. I never feel as privileged as I do in any airport. It's pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to keep a lot of these tiles because they're fucking awful. But this... Nah, this has to be cleared up. Although, is there a way to buy more rubbish in this game? Because I almost want some of these pizza boxes left. Because Darren is a fucking scumbag. Darren? Not Darren. Damien. I've decided that's his name. And he wouldn't clean up after himself. And his... Ethel and Bill, they offer, even though they're so old, and Bill's fucking blind, they offer to help him clean up, and he goes, stay out of my fucking business. Can I get any rubbish? Rubbish. There's rubber ducks. Would they call it garbage? Oh, I put up some sort of command line, and I don't know how to exit it. There we go. Garbage. No. Would it be trash? No. Would it be pizza box? Pizza oven? Pizza? I don't see any. The EU funded so much in Wales because we're recognised little guys, and Westminster hates that. I'm going to leave some of the crisps, although we can always get more crisps. That's fine. We'll get rid of these as well, I think? No, not that. Get rid of that. I want to have just like a pile of rubbish if possible. That sounds good to me. Lovely stuff. Darren is Damien's best friend that constantly crashes in his room on the weekend. Ugh. They're secretly a gay alt couple, but that's for another time. I imagine Damien says some real horrible shit online. Damien is really into Joe Rogan. But you know, he could be closeted. Let me decide what I want in this room. Because this is going to be Damien's room. Well, let's see. Can I put a bed down over the rubbish? Like, will it be allowed? A single bed that's just a mattress? That's fucking disgusting. Yeah, that might work. Yes! Good stuff. I can sleep? Oh, I can sleep until different daytimes. Well, yeah, let's do that. Hello, friends. I haven't seen Hello in a while. Okay, so this is going to be Darren's fucking disgusting goon cavern. Well, no, he might have... Because this is going to be Darren's private bathroom that he doesn't let his parents into. And this is going to be... I guess their bedroom. Yeah, because they will sleep in here. This is clearly the master bedroom. This, I don't know. Darren might sequester this for his goon cave / gaming room. Can you make me a room? You won't want a room in this house. Let's turn on all the lights for now. We don't need an exercise thing. Darren's not exercising. There we go, lovely. We can sell all this. I like this bath. That's going to stay. We can sell the rest of this and, you know, start from scratch a bit. Because it looks a bit too modern for my tastes. Can I trash all these? I can. Oh, we forgot to put toilet roll down there. I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. He can have a little duck, but he treats that duck badly. He treats it badly. You can have some blinds, because he insisted on blinds, but they got to choose the pattern. And you don't get this modern light. Are you joking? Ew. You get one of the fucked lights. You get, where's the horrible light we used? This one? You get that, the Mino. Like here. Uncomfortably down low. Like that. And then we change it to be... down here. So it's uncomfortably yellow and uncomfortably dim. And then we tie it to this wiring. There we go, that's so much better. Yes! We forgot to put toilet roll down there. Getting your period unexpectedly at school. Oh, that makes me just feel sad. That's horrible. Oh, sorry, that was just grim. I didn't like it. Let me put these all around the edge, please. It is sad. Let me put this here. I'm so glad. Oh my god, I'm never happier than when somebody else describes getting a period, and I'm like, my god, thank fuck I don't have them. Like, thank god. I mean, you know, I'm not overjoyed with my pipes, but at least they don't spew things if I don't want them to. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I imagine it's like an arterial blood spray effect, like from an Evil Dead, right? It might not be. Let me wrap this all around, obviously. And then get this here, copy this style. We need that as well. Perfect. Prepare for story time. Oh no. Just wait a few years. My penis is not going to start spraying blood at any point, is it? Is that something that happens in your 40s? I'd rather not. I'm relatively happy with it not doing that. Although I guess it could be cool to ward off predators, like a lizard. You know, like the those lizards that shoot blood from their eyes? I always thought that was kind of fun. It should be illegal to have a green bathroom, but we're doing it anyway. You never know until it does. Are they horned toads? Cool little guys is what I know them as. Yes, now that's a horrible bathroom. We never did the, we should go around and fix the windows, actually. Hang on. Copy the window style from in here. Copy style, and then just go around. That's the end of wholesomeness. Are you calling these cool horned lizard boys unwholesome? Because I think they're cool. Lovely. We do that here. And here. We don't need shutters. Here and here. And, oh, I can't quite just do a crouch jump like Gordon Freeman. Okay, fine. Yet another animal that somehow isn't a Pokemon. He gets a bath. He hates it, but he has a bath. Oh! Oh! It's so horrible. It looks disgusting. I was at a friend's birthday sleepover when I was about 16. There were 2 other girls there I didn't know. I sat on a mattress on the floor, and when I got up, someone went, "Oh, I'm mortified 20 years later still." Oh! I feel like I'm going to die just from hearing it. Oh, no! Let's clean up the walls. We'll make sure everything's clean and tidy, obviously. I am so glad I don't get them. Oh, it sounds amazing. When I was a teen, I was at an amusement park and I started my prop... Is that... period? Started my prop on a roller coaster. I went in the loos to try and buy a tampon and the machine ate my money and didn't give me a tampon like 3 times. I called the number. At this point I had tissue diaper on and the guy was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, let me send you a sorry package." Fast forward 3 weeks later, my mum pulls me aside and asks me why I was ordering condoms, and oh my god, the guy sent a dildo and a variety pack of condoms to a 14-year-old girl who wanted a tampon. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I guess they run both types of machine. That is horrible. Can I read this? It's just a blank post-it. That's weird. Oh, Christ, man. That's grim. I didn't like reading that. Why is there this little weird gem here? Why not just... I guess because this door layout's odd. Whatever, they deal with it. Dildo machine. They have condom machines. And I guess it's like, have a sex pack. Clearly you're upset about not having enough sex. Would it be crass to ask if you still have it? Free dildo, I guess. Oh, I mean, they could be expensive, although it's probably quite a cheap one with, like, the logo of the company on the side of it. Like one of those pens you get from a bank. But for a sex aid. Like, it's not going to be like a bad dragon or something. I gather that those things are quite expensive. What do I want in here? Well, first we'll do Darren's room. Because I think we're pretty much cleared up here. We need to do more wallpaper here, but we'll do Darren's room. Darren's room is painted black and red. The kind that dissolves in your body. I don't think you should put the pens from the bank in your body. Unless you have a kink for it, in which case I'm not going to shame you. Let's get surface finishes, paint, black paint. Can I make it slightly less black? No, okay, that's fine. Smooth grayscale paint. I'm learning so much about Lola today. Oh, Christ. When I was a kid, I wanted to paint my room black. I think every child wants to, for some reason. Guess your mum also went, yay, free dildo. Oh, no. I found it in her drawer! Oh my god, she actually did use it! Well, good for her. I'm willing to just assume your mum is some sort of MILF or GILF. And even if she wasn't, she can enjoy herself if she likes. Let's keep painting this room. Your mum was like, that's convenient. I was just about to go off to Toys R Us. Where do you buy sex toys? I don't know. Must have worked if she kept it. I was haunted by the word MILF in school. Is your mum a MILF? That's fun. Were all the others like, gathering around you in a circle, like in a cartoon? Going like... Lola's got him. Okay, I'm stopping now. Stop it now. I think this freak would also like black and red as a room scheme. Hey, this is gonna be horrible. Dreya no gets spray bottle. I don't know how this is meant to be an insult, but I'm feeling horrible about it. Wholesome stream when. This is so wholesome. This room is disgusting. I'd rather the horrible old person room from downstairs. Oh. If I was allowed free reign when I was like 12, this is what my room would have looked like. Instead, I was allowed to paint it a very, very dark green. Which was equally unpleasant, to be honest. Oh, it's horrible! It's so bad! Let me get the black paint out again, because we want to do around the windowsill, obviously. There we go. Some have the red room. Damien likes the red room, exactly. Over this way, and down this way. Yes! Perfect stuff. My mum is a Barbie type girl. She wouldn't be your type. Aww. Get cheap satin sheets too. Yes, black satin sheets. We need the same floor, I think. Floor is important to keep consistent, because he's not going to rip up the floor. He's simply too lazy, Damien. Damien's a horrible little freak. He's not going to do that much work. He's just going to buy some cheap black and red paint from B&Q, probably. Where do you buy paint? B&Q probably has paint. I don't think I've ever actually set foot in a B&Q. I'm not exactly the handy boy type. I'm constantly surprised by how MILF has entered and stayed in the Discord so long. I think it's, in some ways, it's empowering, right? Because, you know, there's a lot of ageism. So, you know, it might be nice to be called a MILF. I don't know. Considering I first heard it from American Pie, I believe they popularized it, which is a shame. It's like having something beautiful be ruined by something evil. Because, you know, MILF. Mmm. American Pie. Mmm. Not okay. Okay, this is all looking fine now, I think. Floors are done. I can get rid of this nightmare. I think they even invented it. No! Something so pure. Please. No. Oh, I can change the style of this, too. What's an old person's banister? That's pretty old. That's pretty old person. Yeah, there we go. Let's copy that style. Copy it to here. Copy it to here. And here? And here? Hey, yes, it's all coming up Millhouse. Fun fact, Damien's real name is Millhouse, but he changed it to Damien because he thought that would be cooler. Because he saw a trailer for The Omen. He's never seen The Omen because he doesn't like watching old movies. He thinks they're lame. But he watched a trailer and thought the name sounded cool. Like Stacy's Mum for Lola. Stacy's Mum, one of my dad's favourite songs, and I absolutely fucking hated it. I hate that song. It's so irritating. It's so American Pie coded. They took something beautiful, like being attracted to an older woman, and made it into something horrible and sleazy. Stacy, can I come over? After school, after school. Stacy's mom has got it going on. It's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. Oh, Christ. I heard that hundreds of times. My dad would basically have that on loop, along with things like, Bloodhound Gang's The Ballad of Chasey Lane and Blink 182's All the Small Things, just over and over and over. And every time I even think about that, I want to die. Already stated once that my mum was hot. I'm proud of her that she is. Good. It's the right attitude. Pretty fly for a white guy. I don't know if my dad was big into The Outcast, but I do hate that song a lot, and it is in that range. What room am I doing? I guess I'm just finishing off Damien's room. Damien sleeps in this room. He's got a TV mounted to the wall. That's important. Because again, he doesn't stop gooning just because he's out of his goon cave. So he got a TV on one wall. Like here. He's got a bean bag. Is there a bean bag? Because a certain type of fucking loser has a bean bag. I don't know if there's bean bags in this. I wanted a bean bag when I was a kid. I'm not immune to this. But as an adult, there's a certain type of freak who likes a bean bag. I don't know if there's gonna be one. Anything close to a bean bag here? Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting. We would ride beanbags down the stairs. Acceptable use of a beanbag, I think. Then he needs some sort of cabinet. He needs some sort of cabinet. Small storage. Give me, like, you know, a chest of drawers. That's a nice chest of drawers. Again, he's not going to buy his own one. It's going to be something that his mum gave him. So what would she think is nice? Maybe a Martin sideboard? That's a bit big, and I think it won't fit over the rubbish, annoying. Like fucking suicidal children. I remember doing similar stuff. I remember going down the stairs in my nana's house, by sitting in a toy chest, like a plastic toy chest, and then with a pillow in it as a sort of seat, and then just fucking sending myself down the stairs. Sometimes they'd tumble over and you'd get really hurt, but that was part of it. I think I have to clean up the rubbish. Otherwise nothing will fit in here. I'm devastated. I might see if I can slot a pizza under the chair to compensate. The warbler, that's a bit too fancy. A changing table? Oh god, if he still uses a fucking changing table because he's too cheap to buy anything else. This is the thing that they changed him on. And he's like, it's still totally good. I don't understand why I'd buy another one. There we go, lovely. I remember the old box down the stairs. I thought I was a genius inventing impact pillows. He has beige fake wood furniture that's badly painted black. Yes, you know what? This is black too. He's canonically painted it black. Oh, it's disgusting. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. It's so hard to look at anything in this room. It's horrible. What things does he have on the floors, like as a carpet? He has this. No, that's way too big. He doesn't have that. He has this. Oh! I remember in high school, a friend telling me my mum was hot, expecting I'd be offended somehow. Like, sure, bitch, why else do you think you got this absolute Adonis before you? Exactly, I don't get it. Like, surely it's a compliment, like, you know, hey, your mum's hot. Alright, that doesn't really affect me, but cool, thanks. I'd love to be called a hot at mum age. Exactly. I mean, you're at mum age, let's be honest. Like, if you think back, you're probably... I'm going to say you're at least as old as your mum when, you know, she would get called by children at school a MILF. For a girl, it's more around the your mum is hotter than you are thing. Oh, that's horrible. You can both share it, surely. Ugh. I feel like this seat is sticky. Okay, he does need somewhere to put his clothes. But no, that's all in the chest of drawers. So this is, I think, done, really. I think we're good. Yeah. I mean, this is a disgusting room. No, he needs posters. Obviously, he needs posters. Pictures, please. What's a horrible poster? Ugh. Some sort of horrible boy band. Not the old pitting women against each other. Everyone can be a MILF. MILF is more of a spiritual thing, anyway. This looks like it could be an anime. He can put that up here. Like, you don't have to have kids to be a MILF. That's definitely going up. Lovely. Fuck you, I like that carpet. That's so awful. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, that'll go here. Right above his bed. This'll go here. And then this'll go here. Yes! Worst room in the world. Can I be a MILF? Sure. I'm definitely more mild than MILF, to be honest. Like, MILF is like an aura. Like, there are plenty of childless MILFs. And not just through tragedy. I think this is now done, right? Does he need anything else? We'll put some anime figures up. Standing decor. Where's that? Gets up. Company of Champions figurine. This is caked in white goo. This is... anything else? Any more anime shit? Yep, this horrible robot shit. Oh, it's just like one of my Japanese animes. Yep, you get put up there. Ugh, disgusting. He's never read a book that wasn't based on some sort of licensed property. It's exclusively novelizations of Halo in this fucker's room. Can I change the colours on the... Oh, I can! Lovely, we can have multiples. Good stuff. What about... Can I get another cool robot? The robot's kind of fun. We can at least change the colours. Get a red robot. There we go, look at that. I bet he likes the Baldur's Gate 1 book, the fucker. Novelizations of Drizzt. Oh. This guy's got like moldy monster manuals lying around under here, but it's exclusively for the pictures of like the sirens and the succubus. boy band poster behind door. I don't think it'll fit. It's too long. You know what will go under the door? A pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. There we go. Pizza under the carpet. Oh, fuck me. That's horrible. Any other awful shit? Like, he just leaves shit around his room. A cup. Yeah, this is the sort of fucker to leave a cup, like, overturned. Like, beside his bed. Ugh. Anything else? A hamburger? Is there anything, like, in, groceries? Like, in a container? Like a styrofoam container of hamburger? I don't think so. There's some sody bob. There's some crisps. Yes, indeed. I need some crisps. Put it on the changing table. Oh, fuck me, this is rancid. Unfinished bottles. A bottle that is, oh yes, some gamer fuel. Yes! Gamer fuel! Let's go here. Put that here. Put another one up here. Put another one down here. Just stacked. Lovely. Then we need Monster. Obviously some Monster. Right on his bed. And he doesn't even know that it's associated with femboys now. He's still in the MLG era. He never grew past it. Reminder, this guy's 42. This is a 42-year-old man who lives in here. Next. I want a bottle of something yellow. You know, a gamer bottle. There we go. That sits right next to the chair. Mom! Mom, did you move my gamer bottle? I thought I'd empty it out for you, dear. Don't touch my things, bitch! Perfect. Next we need another door. Perfect. Put that right here. Random underwear on the floor. Oh. Some suspiciously crisp socks. Is that a thing that people do? Has anybody, don't out yourselves in chat, but has anybody cummed in a sock? Or is that just a thing in films? It must be just a thing in film. I'm praying it's just a thing in films. In here, get some doors involved. Perfect. I have not. Can you put boxers hanging off the TV? Ugh. Ugh. Does he have a low-end streaming setup? That's coming. The Goon Cave / streaming room is going to set up in here. This guy is like evil me. He's going to be a streamer. But he only streams on Kick. I knew someone that had a cum jumper. That sounds like somebody's kangaroo OC. The cum jumper. My assumption is it was just films, but then gave somebody the idea. Oh, God. Bottle of bath water. Awful. Okay, let's do the bathroom next. This is his bathroom. Let's put some cabinets in here. We need, you know, bathroom stuff. There's a whole section for it. There we go. And this is still old-fashioned, but he's kind of, you know, tried to update it a bit by making disgusting shit like this. Fuck, that's horrible to look at. That's really grim. Can I make this like, if I get one of these horrible reals, can I make this like tiger pattern? That he's just like painted it like this. That's for that ceramic rich orange pattern. Yes, I fucking can. Oh! Oh my god! It's disgusting. I hate it so much. Bye. That's the sink, everybody. Yes! He's got like a decal for his fucking sink. Oh, oh, oh. Can I change this to be that as well? Oh! Oh no! Oh no! That's so bad. Thanks for the rousing stream, everybody. There's enough to make me consider end stream. With the duck, which is similarly coated in goo. Ugh. Once a few people were around their house. Some girl said they were cold and put what they thought was a jumper on, but it wasn't. It was the cum jumper. Okay, I'm back. Just had to take a break there. Oh, gives me hate shivers. Bathroom fixtures. We need a toilet. We need a... This guy has a bidet, but he exclusively has a bidet because he saw it in an anime. So it's kind of squished in here. He's like, Mom, it's because, you know, Natsuki in my favorite anime. Oh my god, my little sister is a superhero. She uses a bidet. She talks about it every episode. So I need to have one. Okay, dear. That's fine. Oh, yes! 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 And now we need a mirror. What mirrors do we need? Where are the mirrors? Up in decorations. I'm being very meticulous here. We can have the same mirror as is downstairs. That's absolutely fine. Look at that. Perfect. Amazing. It's where she gets her powers. It's about a 13-year-old schoolgirl who turns into a sexy superhero when she uses a bidet. It's exactly the same as every other anime ever released. Sorry. We need carpet in here as well. Obviously. The same carpet as in his bedroom, I think. Floor decor, carpet in here. Fuck, that's awful. Jesus Christ, that's so bad. And a radiator. Obviously, we need the radiator. Which would be in installations, I think? Because this is going to be way too fucking hot as well. In fact, every room should have had a radiator at this point. Like right under the window, if we can fit it. Don't think we can. Right down here. That's good. You need to put hand lotion in the room. This might reveal something about me. Is that a circumcised thing? Because I see it in American movies a lot. They're like, oh, you have lotion. I wonder what that's for. Am I right? And I just looked blankly at the screen. Is that because they all, like, are de-hooded or something? How would I know? That's a fair point. They're all permanently peeled in America. For some reason. It's like a style thing, I think. But yeah, Darren, or Damien, if he isn't circumcised, he did it himself because he thought it would look cooler. So, we need a scissors. And some lotion. Is there lotion? No. Well, there'll be something. Piss jar, piss jar, piss jar, piss jar, piss jar, piss jar. That goes right here. Lovely. Then we need to get some sort of jar of goo, which will probably be up here. Maybe even in bathroom accessories. Some sort of beard oil could be a stand-in. Shave foam. Some horrible soap. Some bleach. He doesn't know what he's doing. I think this oil. This could do it. Can I make it like blue? There we go. There we go, that's nice. An aesthetics are everything kind of person. Ugh. Used one of those paper guillotines with gamer fuel as antiseptic. Jesus. Are they the circumcision scissors? I don't know how it's done. I come from Ireland. I'm not Jewish or American, so I don't know what goes on there. I think you need someone called a moil, and they just come in with a safety scissors from a primary school, right? I think that's how it works. They just pull it taut, go, and then just throw it in the foreskin bucket. Like, there is a biblical story about a big sack of foreskins, right? Oh, who was it? I'm sure I'm not misremembering this. There's a biblical story which ties into the rapture thing, like we were saying earlier. But like a big sack of foreskins. Biblical sack of foreskins. David carrying a warm sack of 200 foreskins. 1 Samuel 18:26-28. Holy shit, it's real. Yes! I remember the Bible. This is biblical education. Princess Michal, daughter of King Saul, falls in love with the young, heroic and dashing David of King David fame. One-time royal singer, newly minted premier warrior of the realm. The local boy makes good, but daddy is not happy. I don't like how they're trying to make this cool for the youth. For many reasons, Saul wants David dead. And now that his daughter wants to make him part of the family, Saul figures he can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If David wants to marry Michal, he must engage a Philistine horde in battle and return with 100 of their foreskins in a bag to prove his worth. David, unperturbed, sets out about the task, returning with over 200 foreskins. They are specified as warm. Cool. Right. Anyway. That's a real biblical story. 1 Samuel 18. David marries Michal. The foreskins are served as proof of the Philistines' deaths, as they were uncircumcised, unlike the Israelites. It symbolizes David's commitment to fulfilling Saul's conditions, despite the inherent danger. Why were foreskins considered a worthy gift from ebible.com? It's real, and I'm happy I remembered.
This is fucking minging.
There's more wholesome downstairs. This is a thing in the Bible. They're really obsessed with foreskins. Like, in the story of Moses, this doesn't come up often. It's in a members video, if you want to watch that. I go through an old text-based adventure game about Moses. But there's a story in might be the book of Exodus, where just before Moses goes to free the slaves in Egypt, which is historically debated, but he goes to an inn and is too squeamish to circumcise his sons. And God is so fucking angry at this, despite him acting as his avatar at this point. God is so mad about this that he sends, like, assassin angels to kill him. So, like, angels with swords show up and are like, we're gonna kill the fuck out of you, Moses, because you wouldn't chop off the foreskin. And his wife, Moses' wife, dives towards the kid with a sharp rock and slices off the foreskin just in time, and all the angels disappear. And it's like, whoo, better not piss off God anymore. And that's like a wholesome bit. That's real as well, by the way. This is real. I don't think Damien needs a toothbrush or soap because he simply doesn't use them. He thinks that his natural musk is enough. Dude, my, like, natural musk is really important to me. It helps, like, signal the other alphas. If I washed myself with soap, they wouldn't respect me as an alpha male. It's actually a scam by Big Deodorant that, you know, they want you to mask your natural scent to create lots of soy boys. There we go. So we're done with that. Next, we'll make their bedroom. We'll make Ethel and Bill's room. We need some better wallpaper immediately. This wallpaper is not good enough for Ethel and Bill. Ethel and Bill have, you know, nice tastes. They need something like this fucked up nightmare. And what colours do we want it to be? Maybe like... Oh, a horrible piss yellow? Or olive green? Maybe something like that. Yes! Oh, you know when you just know that something's correct? The wildest Zack Snyder slow-mo shot. You can just feel it in your bones that this is the right move. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're going to be so happy here. This is why they got, you know... This is why they got raptured. They basically escaped samsara, but for Christians. As they were living perfectly contently. They were like, they needed nothing more. They lived humbly. They gave to charity. They were just nice, genuinely lovely people. They looked at this and were like, we have a place to live and that's enough for us. They didn't concern themselves with foreskin chat. Unless it was specifically required, like when they had to bring Damien to the hospital afterwards. Damien, what have you done? All of the porn stars have it and I wanted to be an alpha male. Oh, Damien. You're always an alpha male to us, whatever that means. They're just really supportive and nice. You don't need to be an alpha male, honey. You're our son. Shut up, Mom! Perfect. Sell that off. Now, what bed would Bill and Ethel like? Bill and Ethel might even sleep in separate beds side by side. Like, sex is only for procreation for them. I don't know. Let me see. Also, I feel like the phrase scalped their dicks that I see in chat, it might be slightly disingenuous. Because I think that, like, circumcision is fucked up. I don't understand it. But scalping seems worse. Like, scalping I think would be like basically taking like a vegetable peeler to the glands. I crossed my legs after saying that sentence and I never want to say it out loud again. I was thinking Father Ted and Dougal's bedroom. Exactly. Okay. Let's get a bed. A single bed, but two of them. And they're nice beds. Oh, nice humble single beds. Maybe they need something like memory foamy, though. Don't sleep in bunk beds. Oh, that's fucking horrible. That's quite nice, the Tolar, in that it's disgusting. But for old people, it's good. Yes! Needs to be this way, by the way. Like right here. Perfect. And twist round. Oh, that's so good. Oh! Actually, can this, like, fit in right here, maybe? Oh, there's not a lot of room in this room. It's a very small bedroom. I verbally tutted at you for that. Can they, like, get in between here? Yes, they can. Okay, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And a little nightstand. They can have a shared nightstand! Oh! That's so sweet! They can have a little shared nightstand where they share a little radio. That's, oh my god. These are the most wholesome boys ever. Let's go storage, small storage is what we want. Like a little nightstand. What's a nice nightstand for these people? Again, nothing fancy, but like a Sobieski might be nice. A Tudor might be nice. A Warbler. A little heart. It needs to be a Warbler. Can I put these anywhere further apart from each other? I don't think so. So it'll have to be a small nightstand. I don't think a Warbler will fit. A Tolar. Like this. Oh! Oh! It's perfect. Put it down to like here. But matches. Oh, I'm so happy. And then when it's time to have a child, they put it together. Almost always leave space for Jesus in the bedroom. I haven't seen any crosses, but what I might do is get some custom picture frames and put Jesus all over this fucking house. The modern form of circumcision with complete removal is relatively recent, apparently. Oh, before that it was a symbolic removal of a small bit of foreskin. Foreskin. I mean, foreskin... I don't know. I don't know if I'm particularly attached to mine. I mean, physically I am, but like... I wouldn't consider a foreskin like a particularly necessary part of the body. But I still don't get removing it. I'm sorry. It's still odd. We need to put a little lamp in here. What's an old person's little lamp? A little fancy lamp for an old person. Wall lamps, table lamps, here we go. That's an old person's lamp, that's an old person's lamp, that's an old person's lamp. That's the most old person's lamp. It's fucking huge, but it'll do. Yes! It's perfect. They need a wardrobe. I mean, they'll barely be able to fit a wardrobe. Also, this is a bit scuffed still. There we go. Any more cleaning to be done? Nope, that's fine. The foreskin has like 2/3 of the nerve endings. I have heard that it is less sensitive. Like sex feels different and less sensitive after you've been snipped. Which, I mean, it's a bit weird to do it to somebody, basically. But whatever. I have no comment beyond that. Let's go. Storage? I mean, we need some sort of wardrobe. A Martin's sideboard? I mean, they're barely going to be able to access this. Where are they going to put their clothes? Okay, you know what? Actually, this is fine. And they can store their clothes in the same place. This is a very small house. But that's fine. Where's the light switch in here? Light switch should be on the other side. Or maybe not. Maybe this door should be flipped around so it opens the other way. No, that's fine. They can close the door. That's okay. Good stuff. I'm realizing some of the old person lamps you're choosing I have. That is such an old person lamp! The gamer saint has been officially canonized as a saint. Oh yeah, there's that millennial saint. I rolled my eyes very hard, and when Emma saw the headline, she went, ugh. But there's a millennial gamer saint now, I think. I think we're pretty much good here. I mean, what else do they need in here? They're not going to spend much time in here. They sleep and then they, you know, wake up. I'm going to get a curtain from downstairs and just duplicate it. I'm learning about foreskins. This is, above all else, this is an educational stream. I feel like sometimes people forget that. This is an educational stream. I have a grant from the government to be a teacher. I do not. Okay, that is way too long. We need to make another one. Let's get curtains. Curtain. And what curtain was it? That is not how you spell curtain. Oh, it's Vienna. Vienna was the one. And it's... we can just copy the style. It's fine. Put it like here. Right in the middle. And then extend it. It won't fit. It's too fucking long. Ugh. Okay, put it like here. And then can I take this and... Oh, what are you doing? Use? No, that's very annoying. Come on, just cancel and then put it over here. Is that long enough? It is. Okay. I'm stuck. Oh god, I'm stuck. There we go. It's so small. It's so fucking small. Christ. Millennials should not be saints. It's not right. I mean, nobody should be a saint because they're all fucked up freaks. But, you know... Continue. I want this one. That's the one we want, obviously. Put that here. Shrink it down to about there. Is that about right? Maybe even a little bit shorter. And then that here. That might work. Sell this. And then put this here. That works. That's perfect. Yes! Okay. Now we just need to copy the style. Copy style. Up here. I've heard he's from a rich Catholic South American family. I haven't verified it. I mean, you'd assume. I imagine it, you know... You line the pockets of Mr. Pope to become a saint, right? I'm sure that's a thing. Oh, this room is fucking hideous. This is the worst thing in the world. Okay. I need to get a picture of Jeezy Boy, I'm afraid. So let's do that. Let's go over here. Can I get an image of the sack of foreskins? Yes, I can. Bible.art. That looks AI generated. Pack of foreskins. Perfect. View image. We're getting that. Obviously. That can be foreskins. Then we need sad Jesus. Okay, not... Why are all these fucking AI generated? That one can come over. That can be like Jesus 1. Save image. Jesus 1. JPEG. Sad Jesus. Can we just like a... Oh god, that's disgusting. Is Google going to be any better at not showing me AI shit? I want just like classical sad Jesus. The Guy Church of Christ, sad Jesus. You know, like this Sacred Heart painting. Yeah, like one of these fuckers. Everybody knows one of these. That's perfect. Jesus 2. And then any more Jesuses? Need a few Jesuses. Oh, we need to have Monkey Jesus, obviously. Monkey Jesus. Give me like a high-res scan of Monkey Jesus if possible. That's alright. View image, Monkey Jesus. Jesus 3. Jim Caviezel from Passion of the Christ. Passion of the Christ poster. Yes, okay. That goes up somewhere. Specifically just this bit. If I can get it. Open image. Oh, that's very small. Just give me the fucking image. Give me this one from Display. Save it. Jesus 5. That should be enough for now. Let's go back to the game. Have your grandparents watched the Caviezel Jesus film? I don't think so. I mean, it is a very bad movie. But maybe they have, I don't know. Now, I've never done a custom painting of this before, so I'm interested to see how it'll go. Let's do custom picture frame. Custom picture. User. Add JPEG files to the pictures folder. Okay, open that, please. Then go into downloads, foreskins/Jesus, and then in here. Let's see if that works. There we go. Okay, we've got some here. It's refreshing. We've got Monkey Jesus, we've got foreskins. It's not accepting one of these. It might be a WebP, but thank fuck we got foreskins. Bye. Yes! Foreskins in the bedroom, as they should be. Make it about that size, that's fine. Yes! Foreskins! Okay. I need a cross as well. I need like a cross PNG. Hang on. Like a crucifix. That is a WebP. Ugh. Crucifix PNG, please. There we go. We need one with the ripped Jesus, the strangely ripped Jesus on it, obviously. View image. Lovely. Then show that. Control X into the pictures folder. And put that above their bed. This will be user. Refresh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes! Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Look at this room. Look at this room. It's so good. It's perfect in every way. Oh, I feel so happy for these old people. They're living their best life. Can I get a carpet in here, actually? They might need a carpet. Give me a disgusting carpet. Make it pink and frilly. Lovely stuff. And just put it here. Just so they can have something to step on that's warm and nice in the mornings. Oh. Oh! This might be the best thing in the world. This room is a mood and then some. Can you put a cum slop mug skin on one of the in-game mugs? I don't know. I mean, look how beautiful this looks. You know what they do need is a little clock radio. Clock. Martin. Maybe just radio. Radio koi. That could work. I was thinking maybe like an alarm clock. An alarm clock radio. Alarm clock miscellany. Do you have any better alarm clocks? Like more old-fashioned alarm clocks? Stereo receiver, anti-theft alarm, fire alarm, an earbud case? They don't know what the fuck an earbud is. If I said, oh, where are your earbuds to my grandmother, she'd look at me blankly for a full 5 minutes. That's what I'm looking for. Something along these lines. An aglo. Oh, that's lovely. And a little cup of water so they can put their dentures in. Slippies at the end of the bed. Old people love slippers. I've never worn them myself, but old people fucking love a slipper. These can be for the grandmother. I don't know if I want them to have these little badges on. That's perfect. Give me a couple of little slippers. These can be the grandmother's slippers. We can go over here. Lovely. And then the grandfather's slippers can be the ones with the little heel. Can I change the colour, please? I'd like the colours to be like that, an olive. Oh, boopers, you mean? Yes. And then maybe a little glass of water. Accessories. Bathroom products? No, kitchen accessories. Like a little glass of water or a jar just to store their dentures and a little sip of water for the night time. Because they don't want to be going up and down the stairs all night. They're 94. That would be ridiculous. This looks like a fucking disgusting old person glass. So yes, there and there. This place is so wholesome. And they need a radiator. This room is not hot enough. So a radiator goes there and there. 2 radiators. They need to be toasty. Look at this room. I think I'm calling it finished, this room. Look at this room. It's so good. Oh my god, my grandparents would be so happy here. Maybe not with the foreskin painting. I love the foreskin painting though. Okay, let's go this way. Barely enough room for an exorcism. We've got the bathroom. That's Damien's disgusting bathroom. We've got Damien's horrible fucking goon room. I need more wallpaper here, and then pictures of Jesus, and then we'll finish off with Damien's room here. This room would send a person over the edge on acid. Okay, what wallpaper do we want in this section? Floral wallpaper, roses and hummingbirds, orange roses, butterflies, hummingbirds. I mean, all this feels good. Botanical wallpaper. Oh, that's very old-fashioned. The damask wallpaper. Yeah, this, please. Change style. The colour needs to be like this. That's maybe the worst one I could have chosen. Oh! I am actually ruining this fucking house. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. You know, when you go in and you have a vision and you're just able to execute it perfectly, it's a special feeling. When you're just like, I know how to do this. And just all comes effortlessly. I mean, look at the fucking state of this nightmare. Everything is a patterned wallpaper. This was the style at the time. Again, I was watching some Father Ted episodes the other day, and their rooms in their house all look like this. And I was like, wouldn't this drive you insane? But they seem to not mind. Oh. A little bit more. Ah, I need more. We need so much of this. It's going all over here. This is the corridor wallpaper. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I can hear the chirpy music coming from inside. The kitchen for the Craggy Island parochial house especially is a sight to behold, and the bright pink bathroom. It's very... I mean, it's very like 60s, 70s Ireland, which makes sense because it's an old house, but like, Jesus, it's rough to look at. In general, that show actually fills me with a deep melancholy because it's too accurate. And it makes me feel sad. Oh, fuck me, looking at this is making me ill. Like, I'll laugh during the actual episode, but then I'll think about it afterwards and go, ugh. I think I need this top bit to be more of like a light wenge or a European walnut or... Yeah, maybe even just a weathered thing there. That's better. I like that more. Same here. Make that a weathered driftwood. Now we're in business. Now we're in flavor country. These walls reek of cigarette smoke. Even though none of them smoke and haven't for a while. They used to. And they have just been infused with... These walls used to be white. I've decided. This wallpaper used to be white. Or maybe even like an eggshell off-white. But now it looks like this. Because they smoked for 35 years. Probably more. Oh, we need even more. I always thought it was a satirical overcorrection of Irishism. I can feel why it might be troubling if it's accurate. No, it is not overblown in any conceivable way, I think. I would say it is what Ireland was like even when I was very young. It's troubling to look at now. It's very unpleasant. These walls would talk, they'd sound like they had emphysema. Oh, it's perfect. It's actually perfect. What it gets perfectly right, Father Ted, is the sort of weird fawning devotion that was given to these scumbag losers. Like, it's interesting. In most sitcoms, the characters are losers, because that's kind of what the comedy comes from. It's like losers being humiliated. But Father Ted is the only one I can think of where they're objectively losers and freaks and villains. But everybody else on the island treats them as if they're basically God's word, which they are. And it's because Ireland was basically owned by the church. And so you had to treat them like that. And it's grim to remember a thing like that. It's not fun. Let me just do that. Make sure it's all properly wallpapered. Good stuff. So, like, they'll say and do these horrible things, but then be, like, completely accepted by the general populace as just right. It's like, oh, you know, everybody laughs at the, I hear you're a racist now, Father. That's real. That would have happened in the 80s. If the local priest was like, oh yeah, I hate Chinese people now, everybody would have just gone, okay, I guess the whole village hates the Chinese now. Even if they had never thought about it before. Like, that's not a joke, I think. I think we have one more room left to do, but I think first we should hang up some more paintings. Let's go here, decorations, pictures. I'm gonna get this big one and go custom picture. What haven't we used yet? This big boy here goes right in the hallway. Oh, it's disgusting. It's actually a little cropped as well. I'm going to retry that. Yeah, there we go. User, big Jesus. Here. Can I raise it a tiny bit like that? That's perfect. Amazing! Look at that fucking painting. It's so Jesus-y. And then in here... Is this game going to have a holy water font? Because every house I've ever been into, if the owners of the house are over a certain age, has a little holy water font here. And it never has water in it, but it's just in case there's a little holy water font. Sometimes it's shaped like the Virgin Mary, but there's just a little stone bowl or fake stone bowl, sometimes with a little fake candle in it, and you can just dip your hands in and bless yourself. And nobody ever does, but it's a thing. I think maybe a mirror would go here. Or maybe another crucifix. Because crucifixes should kind of be everywhere. Buy that, put it there, and then shrink it a bit. So it's just like, you know, there. There we go. Oh, it's good. I thought in Christianity you can't make shrines and idols, or am I mistaken? I don't know how it works, to be honest. I went exclusively to Christian schools, because they're all Christian schools, and I have no idea what you're supposed to do. We should have like an old-timey coat rack here. Like, you know, storage for people's shoes. Maybe even one with like a little mirror. That's kind of nice. Can I make it more old? Weathered? Yeah, like that. Look at that. That's quite nice. You can put your shoes here. Maybe even another mat in the corner. I think a mat would be quite good. They need a doormat. Old people love a doormat. So, give me this doormat. Change the colour to Brown. Obviously, everything in this fucking house is brown. Perfect! And maybe a little matte here. Like... Actually, this is very old-fashioned as well. Maybe. Like that? How big is that? That's too big. We need like a resizable limestone one that in purple. Shrink it in a bit. There we go. Perfect stuff. So, you know, you can leave your shoes and stuff here and, like, brush your feet. Oh, it's disgusting. I feel unpleasant walking around here. I feel like I've nailed a vibe, though. My Chilean friend's mum has a picture of John Paul II near the front door. He was her favourite pope. I love that. Where does Monkey Jesus go? Because that's important to have as well. I think if we do custom picture frame, Monkey Jesus. No, not color. We need custom picture, Monkey Jesus. Buy. Yes, right there in the middle. Full size Monkey Jesus. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I've never been happier with how a room is coming together. I think we're almost ready to finish. I want a couple more Jesus photos around. Like one here needs to happen. The Sacred Heart needs to go somewhere. We haven't done a Sacred Heart yet. So, oh god, I opened up the folder accidentally. User, Sacred Heart, buy. Right there. Perfect. And then in here, we need another one. We need another painting too. Like right by the fridge. Even over the fridge would be alright. Maybe just another crucifix. We're having a lot of crucifixes. Like a crucifix right there. And then just shrink it. Lovely. So that it's, you know, proportional. Right there, by the light switch. Oh! Or above the ironing board so you can iron while looking at Christ! Yes! Yes! Oh god, it's so good. It's so perfect. Then, I think the last thing we need to do is yeah, we've got Jesus pictures in here. We need to finish off the reason that Damien is still here. Because the whole story of this house is that Ethel and Bill, the lovely, wholesome, devoutly Catholic, blind couple, they got raptured, age 94. Jesus personally himself came down and said, "You two are alright," and brought them up to heaven. And they went, "Oh, would you like a biscuit?" And he went, "That's exactly what I'm talking about. Get up to heaven, you scamps. You get to go up early for good behaviour." Meanwhile, Damien was busy gooning himself into a fucking racist coma up here, somehow. And was like, "Where's my dinner? I want my fish finger sandwiches." Let's paint this. Let's, I think... This needs to be green, as in like a green screen colour. It's going to be painted. Like here, a warm green paint. Because he's a streamer. He streams on Kick. He streams on Kick exclusively doing like racist prank call content. Because he thinks it's cool. He has a poster of Sacha Baron Cohen up on the corner as Ali G. We might actually get that. So he's got some green going on here in case he needs to do green screen content. Lovely. I just think he's like misunderstood. The wokes have tried to cancel him. He says woke about 1,500 times a stream. Then like edgy red black paint again on the sides. Might look a bit like a Christmas room, but he doesn't know. Gooning into a racist coma is outrageous. I think it can be done. I've seen some stuff on the internet. Let's go over here. Lovely. All the way over. Nearly done with the paint. We can do custom artwork now, by the way. So we are legally obligated to find a portrait of Hatsune Miku. Let's set up a game station, baby! So, hobbies. Well, first of all, we need desks. So, tables, desks. What's a cool gamer? Gamer desk. Gamer desk. Gamer desk. Gamer desk. And it's black and red, because of course it is. Then we need... what's he got? Well, we need a chair for him. What else does a gamer need? I can just look around my room, see what I have. We need a gamer chair. Disgusting, fucked up, rip-off gamer chair, please. Wonderful stuff. Then we need monitors. Obviously. He's got a TV mounted to his wall for, like, chat, and then monitors on his actual desk. So where's some computer monitors? Give me some monitors. He's got 3 of them. I'm sure you have computer monitors somewhere. It's not just televisions, right? PC monitor. There we go. It's got 1. He doesn't actually use this shelf bit. Because that's not cool. He uses this. This. And this. There we go! He's a proper streamer. Look at that. And this is again for Goon Caves. Can he have the Illuminati pyramid posters in view of his stream for how truth red pilled he is? What's that one where it's like Obama injecting a vaccine into a baby's brain? He needs that shit. He'd love that shit. He needs TV remote control, as LED as it comes. That can go there. Then he needs a VR headset, obviously. There. This is part of his Goon tapes. Then he needs a camera tripod, maybe? Is there like a webcam? Like just a standard webcam? Or I think this guy would use like a fucking horrible DSLR or something. Here we go. He uses the DSLR on top of the monitor. Can I put that here? Oh, come on, surely. I think it might be like... the TV might be in the way. I boost the TV up a bit. Come on! You should fit there! Ah, loser. Fine. That goes there. This goes... Maybe he has a camera tripod then? And it's like mounted? He's got a security camera? That might be a bit much. Oh, he's got lame speakers. Oh, laptop. Hang on. I forgot. He doesn't stop gooning just because he's gone to bed. The laptop goes on the floor here. Under the carpet because he hides it. There we go. Need to see every crater and bulge of his acne in HDR. Oh, again, he's 42, but he never cleared it. This room is not big enough for this to work, but okay. Can this go on here? No, that's very annoying that this doesn't quite fit. Can it fit, like, on the wall? Like, can I wall mount this? Sort of, not really. Whatever, maybe he just puts it up when he needs it. What else? We need studio lights. Definitely studio lights. Oh, he needs a gaming controller, obviously. What's a cool gaming controller? I mean, this doesn't look like any gaming controller, so maybe just silver and blue is fine. Game control is fucking huge as well. How big are your hands? Then he needs a keyboard. Obviously he needs a keyboard. Where's the keyboards? Now this keyboard isn't losery enough. Now it's losery enough! That is a loser keyboard right there. And a mouse, he needs a gaming mouse. Is there a gaming mouse anywhere to be found? Anybody see it? Oh, he can have a phone too, why not? Gaming mouse? Do I see a gaming mouse? There's a gaming mouse. Well, it's just a PC mouse, but like, if you make it black and red, anything could be gaming. Lovely stuff. Then he needs the actual PC. I see that they have that. And it's already black and red, baby. Look at that! It's so good! Oh! I love it so much. So, this is his streaming setup. He's got... We still need the old person radiators in here. Like one right over here. And there. They keep it real hot in this room. Microphone. I forgot he needs a microphone. Okay, hang on. How else are you going to broadcast all the slurs on kick.tv? Art and music, possibly? Where'd I find a mic? There's a microphone. Microphone Ryan. That counts. That'll do. That'll absolutely do. That looks like an insufferable setup. And then we need some Hatsune Miku. So, for wall decorations, we're going from crucifix.png to Hatsune Miku. There we fucking go. Hatsune Miku wallpaper. I want that one. Hatsune Miku wallpaper. There we go. What's this horrible one? Walking along with Torchic, apparently. Yeah, there we go. Hatsune. And then, I don't know. What's like the worst anime? Attack on Titan. Wallpaper. There we go. Oh, it's all coming up Millhouse now. This one, maybe? Perfect. That's a JPEG down. Then we need... Is Damien Shredcat? Yes! He still has Crucifix PNG, but like a cool gamer version. Is there like a gamer Jesus anywhere? Oh, he's got some like Crusader shit, like Deus Vult. Is that what they say? He's got like that in the background. Oh, this guy's a fucking loser. Save image as Vult. Next. No eggs and soldiers. LEG. He's got a portrait of LEG on his workstation. Save image as... Oh, that's a WebP. It won't work. God, I don't even like looking at his fucking face. I need a JPEG, please, of LEG. Thank you. LEG. Perfect. That should give us some fodder, I'm sure. Evangelion, yes, I forgot. Evangelion wallpaper. Something that shows off someone underaged, please. Something like that. View image. There we go. This is going to blow everyone's mind. Let me get that from the downloads. Control X, put it in here. And then we'll be set. Time to decorate this fucker. So, decorations, wall pictures. Just simple frames, I think, would be good. Where's the simplest of the frames? That's a simple frame. User, refresh. Get all this Hatsune Miku shit in there. Yes! Hatsune Miku. Pride of place. Yes! Actually, that can go here. Then, this is directly why he did not get raptured. Jesus was like, oh, maybe I'll give the kid a chance. He's only 42. It's not like he knows any better. And then he walked into this room and went, nope, straight to fucking hell. Jesus Christ, this is unforgivable. This is unforgivable. We put a Deus Vult as well, please. Deus Vult, perfect. That can go like right here. Oh! And what's the last one we got? We got an Attack on Titan, right? Attack on Titan. Oh, it's disgusting. It makes me feel sick. Look at this! Ugh. This is exactly how you people went wrong. Yes! And actually, you know what we need? Richard Dawkins. Right there. Can I open link in new tab? Oh, it's just a link. I hate Google now, man. It used to be so much better. Ooh, like a strapping young Dawkins. There we go. Dawkins. Oh, I need to put it in. Hang on. I hate it when that happens. Control X and Control V into pictures. This is a poison folder. If anybody found this and didn't know the context, this folder should get you arrested. Let's go back in here. Custom picture. User is Dawkins. Is my boy Dawkins in there? Never call him your boy Dawkins. There we go. That goes on the window and a bit smaller. Doesn't need to be showy about his love for Dawkins. There we go. A bit. Just right there in the center. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's so good. It's so good. Now we just need, you know, the standard stuff that's in a disgusting kick streamer's bedroom. So, like, old food and random glasses of piss and, you know, stuff of that nature. Any glasses of piss in here? Some random donuts just fucking littered across the floor. Some candy because they eat like children, gamers. Anime fans and gamers. A pizza just fucking on the desk. That's a pie, whatever. A pie on the desk. A pizza on the floor. Monster energy drinks as far as the eye can see. They make it like green. There we go. Just like stacked around here, just like half empty Monster energy drinks. Oh, so good. Pie definitely freezing. No! That's for his after hours streams, his Patreon streams, where he fucks various fruits and vegetables and pies. Anything else? I mean, he needs a disgusting wall, or not wall covering, a floor covering. Like one of these horrible nightmares. Can I change the color on that? Ugh. Ugh. That's disgusting, whatever it is. There we go. Yes! And you know what? Just for a treat, he needs an anime woman figurine. Maybe that one. Right next to a jar. Give me an empty jar, please. Kitchen container, jar. And they don't know what's going to happen to it. But it's just, occasionally, that jar looks a bit more full in the background of the streams, and people don't want to ask about it. Carpet which looks like an oil slick. Okay. I think... Oh, this is very poorly lit. There we go. I think we're pretty much done with this house. I think we're about... It's about time to sell this house. Let's do a walkthrough. Oh, you know what, actually? This is a perfect place for a wheelchair. Wheelchair can live here on this carpet. That's perfect. And maybe we put little ramps here so the people can... Oh, and maybe a little bench out here. Oh, this is perfect. We need to make it like these wholesome loves need like a little bench out here so they can sit and eat their sandwiches together at lunch. Little sandwich. That bedroom did look like the Father Dead one. Hang on, they need somewhere to eat their sandwiches. Would you want them to not have a place to eat their sandwiches? Are you cruel? So they need like a little bench to eat their little sandwiches. Oh, I'm so happy for them. And they invite Damien out, but he never wants to eat their sandwiches. They need some more bushes out here. Just some standard ornamental plants. What's an old person style of plant? Bushes feel like the answer. Like petunias. Oh yeah, that's good. Some petunias here. Just to, you know, flesh out the colour a little bit. Lovely stuff. Maybe some pink petunias here? There we go, look at that. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's looking so good! Ethel liked to keep a garden, and Bill said he didn't like the garden very much, but he'd always be like looking out and watching her garden, and then occasionally he'd come out and help her when she was having trouble. If she couldn't, you know, dig up the rough ground enough, he'd be like, "No, I'll help you out." And he liked feeling useful. And then when his sight went, he was actually secretly quite devastated about it, because he was like, you know, I won't be able to see your rose bushes anymore, and they really brighten my day. And she gave him a hug and went, "It's okay, I'll bring him up to the room so you can still smell him." They're actually like the most adorable people you've ever met. They deserve to go to heaven. Put some ferns around here. Lovely stuff. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good thing to do. Then some living aids. We need this over here. Decorations. No. Wheelchair ramps. That's good. Can I put this anywhere here? Yes, I can. Good. So she can actually, like, get up her own stairs would be nice. Can I put this, like... Oh, it's a bit fucky. There we go. Come on. Just connect, please. Connect. Why is it so difficult to put wheelchair ramps up, for God's sake? Put them up, for Christ's sake, put them up. Urgh. Is there just a ramp I can make? Stairs, molding, stairs. I might replace these stairs just because they're irritating to me. Stairs, yeah, okay. Albatross stairs, let's do that. Let me sell this. Good stuff. Get your albatross here. And put it there. Maybe like there? I feel like that's kind of the same as it was, to be honest. Don't know if that's going to massively help. They're just not really built for wheelchair ramps. Maybe Bill is like strong enough that he just carries her up. And she pretends she doesn't like it, but she's like, I like it. Damien uses these two strips to raise Hot Wheels, the little shit. Okay, that'll fit. Then it's like right on the border. Come on, just please, I'm begging you, just let me put the fucking wheelchair ramp up. Ethel uses a wheelchair sometimes, for fuck's sake. She needs the ramp. I mean, that doesn't really fit, but from an angle it kind of fits. Come on, just... Okay, there we go. Maybe that'll work okay. You know, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but she can get over the little hump. Come on, just get there properly. Come on, just slot it in. Just slot it in. There we go. And then here. Come on. Tiny mouse movements. Oh, this game! There we go. Okay. Can I put any more down here? I can. They don't quite line up either. That's so fucking irritating. What if I go from the bottom? What if I move this here? What if I were to go from the very bottom and then just kind of loop it up like that? That is a pretty steep incline. It is, yeah. She gets some speed going down the hill. What am I doing? How do I... There, duplicate. Can I latch it onto this? No, not really. Alright, whatever. That'll do. There. Fine, you've got your wheelchair thing. Ethel will be racing out of there. Woo! I turn these on as well? I can turn these on, and they're quite nice. Okay, fantastic. The shed, I don't think we need to do anything with the shed. I mean, this is I think it was just used as trash and storage. I can't really think of anything that would go in the shed. They're too wholesome to use a shed. No, you know what? Bill used this as a little workshop where he made his crucifixes. So let's quickly... Would that be in hobbies, maybe? The garage door gives me flashbacks to what? Nothing ever happened in there. And, you know, they'll store a mop in here and stuff like that. Because they're clean people. The Jimblemans. That's the first name that came to my head. Laundry? No, they don't need any more laundry stuff. They have a washing machine in the kitchen. Occasional decorations. Oh, they keep their Christmas tree in here, obviously. And they always go out all out for Christmas. So this is where they store that. And then we need some sort of hobbyist thing. Like, it'd probably be in building accessories. There we go. He's a carpenter, like the Lord Jesus Christ. So a workshop stand goes here. A couple of them. A little step stool right there. And this, you know, it hit Bill hard when he lost his sight and he could no longer do this as much. You know, it was a sad moment for him when he realized it was going. He had to find new stuff. And, you know, the last couple of years of his life, there was sort of like a hollowness. As he was like, you know, what makes me me isn't here anymore. So he had to just be kind of content with sitting and keeping Ethel company and making sure that she wasn't hurting herself as she was going in and out. You know, helping her into the bath and stuff, because she was always quite frail. Ethel, even when she was younger, wasn't exactly like a powerhouse, and it only got worse as she got older. And he was always like, well, it's a good thing that Damien is living here, because he's a strapping young man at 42. He's a strapping young man, and he'll help us out in our old age. But that didn't really work out. Damien fucking hated them for some reason. Even though they were nothing but nice to him. What am I looking for? Some sort of workbench, right? Give me a desk. Go into desks. Desk might have something here. Just a plain workbench would be what I want. Like this one, maybe. Yeah, something quaint. It's like a plain workbench. Put some saws and stuff. Quietly resentful, Damien never took an interest in the tools. As long as Damien's happy, I think they were both happy. And, you know, Damien just never appreciated it. Let's put that there. Like, these are all dusty. Nobody uses them anymore. These tools. They're selling all... Like, Damien's selling everything of this to move into a streamer house that he found on Kick. But, flash forward about 6 months... Damien's sitting in an ice bath with no kidneys. So it doesn't really end well for Damien either. Lovely stuff. Oh, amazing. Damien does Aikido, but tells everyone it's Taekwondo and uses the quip to settle arguments online. Okay, I think we are done, to be honest. I'm going to take a quick sleep in the master bedroom to set it to morning, so we get some nice morning light. Let's set it to noon. We can wake up at noon. Bill and Ethel didn't do that. They would wake up at the crack of dawn every day, sitting down with their, you know, eggs and chips. They loved eggs and chips. Okay. We have finished, I believe. So, this was the house, formerly, of Bill and Ethel. And Damien, their son. They have a lovely manicured garden that Bill and Ethel would maintain together until he lost his sight. Here's where they sit for sandwiches when it's feeling nice, because Bill, even though he can't really see the garden anymore, he's happy to just like go out and feel the sun on his face. And he just likes being around Ethel. She's the love of his life, he's the love of hers. They're genuinely very in love, and that's what got him through his blindness, is that, you know, she was always with him. And as long as she would, like, read to him, he always had a thing for, like, those cheap detective novels, like Le Carré's and stuff like that. So as long as she was there to read to him and, you know, give him his little food once or twice a day and, you know, help him out around the garden, he was happy. In here, we've got Ethel's wheelchair where it sits in case she needs to go out, because she can make her way around the house and she can sort of handle the stairs, but on long journeys when, you know, they go out to the local community centre and have dinner with their old friends and they, you know, they play their bingo, even though they know it's stereotypical, they do enjoy the bingo. So sometimes her legs can't really hold her, so she uses the wheelchair. And the community bus stops right outside their door, so it's really convenient. In here's their living room. They spend a lot of time in here. They chill out together. Bill has his armchair and Ethel always sits here. This place is reserved for Damien if he ever comes down. They watch their Poirot, they watch their Miss Marple, they watch their Jessica Fletchers. They have a good time in here. They look at their paintings. Bill keeps his stick here. Sometimes Bill forgets that he has the stick and he gets out and tries to walk around, but Ethel goes, "You forgot your stick," just before he hits into the wall. And he goes, "Oh, Christ, not again. Don't take the Lord's name in vain." Oh, Ethel. They come in here for their breakfast, their dippy egg in the in the mornings. They do their laundry. They look at their crucifix while Ethel's doing the ironing. Do the hoovering. In here, they've got their special bathroom because this used to be like a guest room, but, you know, with the blindness and with Ethel having the bad legs and the bad back, you know, it was just too much to go up and down the stairs all the time. So they have their own bathroom in here now with all the grips and the bars they could need. They've, you know, Bill still has a shaving routine. They can get in and out of the bath with a little stool that's in the shed if they need it. Dry their clothes here in front of the window. Then we go upstairs. Nice paintings everywhere to show, you know, sometimes they sit here. It's just a nice little nook. There's nothing to bring up about that. You've got Ethel and Bill's room, which is a archetypical old people's room. Incredible. I think this is my favourite bit of the house. It's the living room and this bit are my favourites. I love this bedroom. Again, Bill has to be led up the stairs, but they always laugh and say, "We must look like such a state." Bill with his, like, being led up the stairs because his sight's gone. Ethel, like, kind of having to hobble because her legs aren't very good, but she still wants her independence. She doesn't want to use the stair lift. She refuses to get it put in. And so he has to, like, help her into the bed. She has to, like, help him into the bed. They set the alarm clock. They put their teeth in here and they say, "Good night and I love you." And they turn off the lamp. Then they go over here. This is Damien's bathroom. They don't go into Damien's bathroom. They're not allowed. But they do always wonder why whenever he takes a shower, he doesn't, like, smell any better. They don't want to comment on it because they don't want to hurt his feelings. And they assume it's like a genetic thing. But it's just because he doesn't believe in soaps. He thinks it makes him less of an alpha to use soap. It's disgusting. Then in here, Damien's room. He's got his special enemies, he's got his horrible chair. Everything reeks of, like, slightly off food, half-empty cans of Monster. He never bothered to get, like, any furniture of his own, even though he is 42 years old. So he just uses the changing table from when he was a baby, but he's painted it black like an incel. And then finally, in here, is Damien's work. He's decided he's a streamer on Kick.com or wherever it is. He does a mixture of gambling, gacha games, and racist prank call media. That's his streaming oeuvre. He's got a Crusader thing, fucking Richard Dawkins, and then piles of anime shit, food all over the floor, spent all of his money that he saved up from the allowance his parents still give him out of their fucking pensions to make this room happen, and he gets 4 viewers a day. And then one day, when they were in the living room watching their Columbo episode, Bill and Ethel, Damien was upstairs gooning himself into a fucking incel coma. Bill and Ethel were sitting here. She was going, "Oh, it's the one with Dick Van Dyke in it. No, not that one, the other one." And he was like, "Oh, I remember that one. I like that one." "Oh, what do we know this person from?" And he was like, "Describe him to me." And she was like, "Oh, it's the guy with the sideburns who looks like this and this." And he was like, "He was in an episode of Midsummer Murders." And she was like, he was, you're right. And Jesus Christ himself came down and said, "Ethel and Bill, you're too good for this world. We're getting you raptured early. The apocalypse isn't for another 3 or 4 years, but you get raptured right now because we've seen you. You're struggling with your movement. You're struggling with your eyes. We need to get you raptured ASAP. You're going to be like 33 years old up in heaven forever. You're going to be fucking like rabbits. You're going to be so happy up there. We've got a special little nook. Ethel's got her little fantasy novels. You've got a little carpentry station up there. Like, Ethel and Bill, you're going to be so happy. And they're like, oh, but what about Damien? And Jesus does a big sigh and goes, oh, I'll check on him. Wasn't the plan, but he goes upstairs, knocks on the door. Damien? No answer. Damien? No answer. Well, this is obviously Bill and Ethel's room. He's not going to be in there. Damien? What? And he's in here, gooned out of his fucking mind, looking at racist pornography. And he's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself, Damien. If I could send you to hell right now without killing you, I would. But I'm too cool. You don't come with us. Whatever, man. I hate you. Get out. Go talk to my fucking lame parents. Damien will be along when he comes along. Zip! Up to heaven. Then Damien comes down about 6 hours later, empty of cum and empty of morals. Goes, where's my fucking fish finger sandwiches? I fucking hate you two. You never do anything for me. Looks around, can't find them. Eventually notices the shadows on here where they've clearly been raptured. Figures out what's happened and goes, those fuckers, they left their only son? Ah! I'm glad I never helped her with her walking sticks or her wheelchairs, fucking bitch. And then he sells the house so that he can afford to move into a streamer house. Because he got an offer from Kik to be the face of a new gambling thing. Little does he know that it's all a scam and that he's going to get some of his organs harvested in about 6 months. But he's happy. He's selling this house. And that's the story. Getting caught wanking by Christ himself. Damien's a horrible fucking incel freak who idolizes LEG. Bill and Ethel had a wonderful life full of love and friendship and got raptured and taken away, but they were never satisfied. They always blamed themselves, even though they did as best they could about Damien. Let's sell this shit. How much am I gonna get for this nightmare? I spent 60 grand renovating this house. 137 grand total, put up for auction. Who's gonna buy this nightmare? Okay, a modest sum. People are willing to buy this for 214 grand, which makes me nearly 80 grand. Alright, I hope you are as happy as Ethel and Bill were together. We did it. See, I said it was going to be a wholesome stream, and it was. Continue. Taking photos. I forgot about this bit. I'm gonna be so happy. What have we done to this house? Okay, the outside, honestly, we just cleaned it up and added some rose bushes and stuff. It looks nice. We left some of the ivy. That's good. Shed, we just cleaned it up. You know, it was a filthy shed. Now it's nice. This room, was this Damien's room? No! Oh, God! It's worse than I could have imagined. This is Damien's room. That's worse than I could have imagined in a different direction. The back garden? We didn't even really touch that. It was fine. We just cleaned it up. They like sitting out there in an afternoon with some orange juice. Fuck me. I've ruined this house. Oh, it's so... Every colour choice is wrong. Oh no, not the goon station. Not the goon station. Don't fuck the pie. Save photos and continue. Did you know you can hang coats and jackets on coat racks? That's where we will end, though. I'm very pleased with myself. I had so much fun. Purchaser clearly bought for developing the land, not the house. Bringing the bulldozer straight in. No, there's a little chest of, like, treasured memories that Damien left there because he didn't give a fuck enough about his parents. So there's, like... And the worst thing is, about half of those photos are of Damien. They clearly loved Damien. There's, like, photos of him growing up. There's even photos of him, like, sullen looking at age 40, standing next to the gooning streaming kick setup that he bought, and they were clearly so proud of him. They were like, oh, you've always been so good with technology when we weren't, and you always, you know, when you were a kid, we used to pester you for help with the television, and look at you now. And they're clearly, they don't care if he gets a lot of viewers. He's just, they love him, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. He's got no love in his heart, so he just leaves behind all those pictures, and then ends up in a bath of ice like 6 or 7 months later. This is distressing. But that's where we're going to end. Another session of House Flipper successfully undertaken. And it was a nice bite-sized one as well. It only took me about 3.5 hours. Let me go save, obviously. We don't want to lose that. Main menu and quick game. Yippee. God, what's up in the background? It's Richard Dawkins. Oh, that's so much worse than it could have been. There's a letter in the box somewhere from the school expressing concern that Damien stamped on the school's pet hamster. Oh, poor Bill and Ethel. Sometimes it's not the parents' fault. Sometimes, unfortunately, the kid is just a dick. I mean, they made him so many eggs and soldiers and he just still didn't turn out right. That's the secret. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching more House Flipper 2. I won't be live tomorrow, but I will be live again on Thursday, finishing the dig. Might have to go a little bit long, but I think we're basically near the end. So we'll finish off the dig, and then on Friday we'll play more Black Mirror 2 with Enema. Don't tell her I slipped up like that. With Emma. I very much needed this time today, so thanks to all. That's very wholesome. Like Bill and Ethel. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I have videos on YouTube if you want to watch them. I have a Discord. I have a Discord and Blue Sky and Letterboxd and all the other shit that people are on social media. You can go to !links to find more of that.